there's a company who's doing a day of Tel Rey and critical role-based games. So we're doing a game in Orfield, and we're doing a game in, I think, Whitestone. I'm not sure. No, Hupperdook, Orfield and Hupperdook. So, because they're the ones I know, because I haven't watched the first campaign yet. So I'm going with a couple of friends, and we have an entire day of D&D in Manchester.
Hello, everyone out there in the world of the online and the internets and all the things.
I hate you. Why is it always me? Why can't you get one of them?
You're the one always
talking.
Touche.
Yeah, might have something to do with it.
So it's been a few weeks, and I gotta say, I mean, once again, pour one out for the missing homies, but I'm super happy to be here and to get to see you guys again. Yes. Oh, and by the way, and this is a question for the stream. I know it's backwards, but it's B-U-B-L-Y, right? Okay,
bubbly.
So bubbly, right?
Bubbly.
Like that's clearly what they're going for. But tell me that by the basic rules of English, that isn't pronounced boobly.
No, it's bubbly.
No, it's bubbly.
It's boobly.
Because it's bubbly.
It's boobly. I'm telling you. I'm gonna drink it anyway, but it's boobly.
It's not. It's bubbly.
It's
all right.
bubbly.
Armchair linguist. I'm gonna need you guys out there to back me up. I know for a fact. Well, anyway, whatever. So, welcome.
Language is about communicating ideas, and the idea they wanted to communicate was bubbly.
And so fine. So you are a willing interlocutor, and I get that. You are a Confederate in this case, but I am saying that based. No, a Confederate. It's a linguistic term. Anyway, I'm not saying that you're like a. Yeah, whatever. All right.
Whether you meant it or not.
All over boob juice. All right, let's go.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of, we ended last game in the sex room.
Right.
Speaking of,
Wow. That was a month ago, wasn't it? 3 weeks
well,
ago?
It was 3 weeks, yeah.
I like that interlude.
So, welcome everybody. We're coming back on. We are unfortunately down to Moogs today. So Moogs will be on some form of autopilot a little bit. He'll be there, but I have ideas, but we shall see how this all goes. So just to reiterate exactly how things went last time, our group of intrepid adventurers. I mean, hey, Rain, like there's no hole I can't dig that I can't dig. Well, anyway, okay. I can go deep. It's what I'm saying. So, and now Thrak is going to hit me with all the lewds. By the way, preemptive in before. Yes, I already know what the best class in D&D is, and while
what is it?
Well, I've been told it's bards, and lacking any statistical data on the subject, I will for now acquiesce. So.
Vocab. Oh,
what is that noise?
It's
what
Gus.
Dog toy?
Is that is that the dog like chewing something? Okay. Okay.
I hate it. It's horrible.
Okay, so we last game we had everybody fight a few succubi. It went okay. It went okay. It could have gone better.
No one died.
No one died. We definitely learned that a few of our PCs perhaps have some deeper seated things to consider about themselves.
There were no tentacles. I'm very disappointed in you all.
I am very proud of us
Direct
all.
signage is important. Direct
Yes.
to camera. Direct signage is important. Okay?
I mean,
Label your shit.
To be fair, how many random passers-by do you think are actually inside this place, right? Like,
That's not the point. This is a big castle. I'm sure they have like scullery maids and stuff. Label.
but I
your
feel
shit.
like everyone probably knows the score, except for people who shouldn't be there, like you. You're the one trespassing.
Label your shit.
Okay.
Just
All right.
solves every problem.
In future, all sex rooms will be labeled as sex rooms.
I mean,
I'm
wasn't
putting that in my notes.
Right.
the Infernal Church was labeled on the last
That's
place?
true, that was. Well, but they
You can
needed
label
to advertise for
Satan, you
mass.
can label for pussy,
Oh, okay.
They needed to advertise for mass. Sex
This is just a
rooms
different
typically
kind of
don't need
prayer,
a lot of
okay?
marketing. So, continuing forward. And yes,
Even just draw a dick on the door and I won't go in. Come on, just something.
I wouldn't go in either.
And Twitch terms of service just got broken.
We were talking
I'm
about
sure I'm
Richard
allowed to
Nixon.
say
We were saying
things.
draw a picture of Richard Nixon on the door.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go in there either.
I wouldn't go in that door, actually. No, not at all.
Apparently, Shakes and Wiley, they have their boxes mixed up.
Yes, we have reverse boxes.
Oh no! I knew I screwed
Well,
up
there's
something.
a sentence that breaks the terms and conditions.
That their boxes are mixed up?
British thing. Never mind.
No. I mean, I
okay.
understood it. I'm amazed that Brenda
I
didn't,
don't.
but I'll tell
Finn,
you.
you had a box? What?
I'll tell you when you're older, Brenda.
I'm 5.
There, I fixed it.
I'm this many.
It's a wood elf thing.
It's a wood elf thing. Okay,
Elves.
starting off the rails. Gotta love it. I kind of wanted to get
When
a
have
little
we
bit of
ever
this
been on the rails?
out of
Are
our
there
system.
rails?
I think the first couple of games when you guys were really like uncertain and afraid that your characters were gonna die every couple of minutes, I think then there was like
We're
a certain amount
still
of like,
afraid of that.
well, yeah, but
Melted.
now you've I think sort of
happened.
come to terms with the existential dread, right?
I melted. I got better. What's the worst that could happen at this point?
Yeah, exactly. There are
Why
certainly.
would you say what's the worst that can happen at some point? That's like tempting him.
Because I like to wave my death flag really high.
in our vampire lair sex room. Yes, I mean there are certainly worse things that could occur. So, you guys have since being in here encountered and dealt with a sort of a magically enchanted dance like ballroom
Troupe?
sequence.
Dance squad?
Yes.
Silent
you
Fist and I have moves.
Yes, you do. You have absolute moves. I think there were a few ships occurring elsewhere, like in the offline zones.
Metzi has a really, really detailed drawing of the pair of you dancing, just that he could take out and giggle at occasionally.
It was just a magical moment. And then, okay. Yeah, Throck is taking his class thingy. No, I understand, Throck. I'm not lovely. I get it. It's cool. Whatever, man. Whatever. Okay,
Thank you.
so then did you deal with the library yet? No, did you?
No, everyone
I don't
went to
know.
sleep
No,
in
no,
the sex
I was
bed.
really excited about the library.
We went to bed on the big bed. That was we were getting a long rest established at the end of the last session.
That's right. Okay, so you have the library.
We're all in the sex
Library has
bed.
been mentioned, and I'm very, very happy about it.
I'm being accosted by Groot. Do you want to say hello to the stream? Is that why you're here?
Maybe.
Okay.
Hi,
Hi, guys.
God! Get God
Oh,
a
I
box.
even get the headphones this time. Yay!
Yay! We need to get you a box.
Well,
Everyone in the chat who wants God to have a box, come on, chime in, chime in.
so you see, here's the thing: is that we're getting ready. So my desk is right here. Normally, like my desk is right here, physically in the room. It's actually going to go upstairs so that I can have my own space and Zed can have his space, and then hopefully, will I
Yeah.
get a box soon?
No.
Yay, please.
Hashtag get got a box.
We'll talk.
Got a box.
Get got a box.
We'll talk.
It'll be the NPC box,
That's what I
but
called it.
it can't be Brick or
Okay.
What's his name?
I know.
Reach.
Is it
Yeah,
related to
him.
our patron?
The voices for Brick and Leech are too good. They have to stay with Zed, but
Baby Groot wins. Hey! Last laugh!
All right. So,
You know, I think I see the rails off there in the distance, but I'm not sure anymore.
I mean, they
They're somewhere
exist
next
as
to the
a
point.
as a sort of an abstract concept. You did deal with the library, by the way, or at least I'm pretty sure you did because the librarian is not in there anymore. Are you sure you didn't deal with the library?
I'm
I don't remember the
I remember
library.
going into the library. I think the library was mentioned because I got very excited.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we decided to have a kip in the unlabeled room.
Okay. Well, that actually makes
Didn't
me a
you
little
have
sad.
like a
then.
sexy librarian off too last session over that?
Oh, yeah. Pulling off the glasses, shaking the
Wait,
hair.
so is it my turn to do it? Am I supposed to do it like
Do
that?
it. Do it.
Oh,
Ooh! Oh,
Whoa.
wow!
glasses I could take off. I
I
don't have glasses.
I feel different.
Well, the truth is I'm an incubus, so and you just got charmed.
Ah,
I
okay.
feel
Nice.
all tingly.
So I got to take my armor off now. All right. So yeah, okay. Well,
Yeah,
the
I think everyone
librarians.
decided to have a nap in the unlabeled room.
Okay, I don't know.
We
where
all
the
climbed
hell...
in the bed together.
No,
We
no.
were all up in Grandma's featherbed.
I don't know where the
He's sleeping
librarian
on the floor.
is, so we're just gonna pretend like he's out to lunch. So fine.
Did he leave a sign on the door, like, out to lunch, back in 5
Like a sock on the door.
Gone fishing. All right. So, welcome to the game. Our heroes are currently 400 some odd years in the past, or are they? But they're certainly somewhere. There's certainly somewhere that is not where they originally were. And they are dealing with things that are not what they had ever expected to have to deal with. Their original assignment was simply to watch over a small town on the outskirts of the empire in which they all live. And their journey has taken them across a number of different sort of magical concepts and places. And in this case, they may or may not have altered or transferred planes yet. As far as naming the town is concerned, no, you haven't. Things have changed quite a bit as far as all that's concerned, but you don't know anything about it yet. So the world
I still want to kill Hank's parents.
The world is not at all what they expected, but we find ourselves right now in the middle of a vampire's lair. They were fairly recently imprisoned. They had to deal with a bunch of bodaks, some of which they have now figured out how to handle, and some of which they have not yet. So escaping this place may prove to be interesting. And right now they are sleeping, or recovering rather, in a place that...
An unlabeled room.
in an unlabeled but clearly sex-related room, full of sexy things for sex times and sex stuff.
Which is now very, very clean.
Yes. And so, yes, because you went around and prestidigitated everything.
Prestidigitated everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely everything.
So I can't sleep in the smell of sex other than my own.
Nope.
One of these days we'll get back to...
I just thought that was important to note.
On a more pure note, Brenly wakes up like koala clinging onto Glory's leg,
Mix.
like just on the leg.
Hang on one second. I'm sorry.
This is a place, crispy crunchy. I forget.
Alright, okay. Sorry, I apologize. So, moving forward, back into the game, you now have initiative and the capability, and in this case, I mean, like, you have agency, you have the ability to choose and decide things on your own. Glory is awake and conscious and perfectly fine, and in no way is there anything wrong with her, but will be fairly silent for today, as Glory is
Traumatized.
temporarily de-ensouled.
Ow. Okay.
And
So we are long rested.
yes, you are all
Yes.
well rested. You are all healed up. Whatever damage you happen to have on you before is gone. And the only thing left then is for you to figure out what to do next.
Well, am
Just
I
a
still
quick
in a
check.
hallway?
Is George still gone?
George is, yeah, you have not heard a peep out of him.
Have I still got a pebble in my hand, or is that gone too? Because I
You
forgot to
do,
ask.
you do still have a pebble in your hand.
God damn it.
Jage, what was your question?
Did they drag me into the bed, or am I still in the hallway?
I assume it looks like they dragged you into the
No, we
bed.
put you in the bed.
Yeah, I see you on the bed.
Okay.
It's a very big bed.
Yeah, the bed is absolutely gigantic.
It's like
Okay.
Grandma's featherbed.
So we
And
probably
then
need to figure out what's going on
It's
with
one
I
of
me.
tucked
those
you
beds
in.
weird people build so their dogs can sleep with them.
Oh, I'm tucked in. Nice.
Yeah, all snug.
Metzi is in a cat croissant on the floor.
Okay. So,
Well, I'm gonna hop down and get up and start my day. Did we decide to dispatch with the vampire? Is that the next plan of attack?
Well, I think that's what we decided to do.
I seem to recall assuring that creature out there that we do our best to handle the vampire.
Well, there's no dragon around. May as well.
Whatever a vampire is. I'm not familiar.
That's the thing. Would any of us know what a vampire is? Just out of curiosity. I mean, 'cause
so
obviously we all know what a vampire is, but
Yeah.
would they all know what a
I just
vampire
remember the succubus referring to a vampire. So
I mean, vampires are, creatures of lore and myth, but anyone with a reasonable amount of training could certainly suss out at least what you think you know about them. So, yeah, I mean, the word vampire doesn't come across as like, vampire? My oh my, what an alien concept. Tell me more about this strange thing. Like, you guys all get the basic idea, but your experience with the details is, what's up for debate.
it's more like it was a story. Maybe didn't know it was a real thing.
Yeah.
So basically, like, our knowledge of vampires.
Effectively, yeah.
Okay. This is like, vampire.
So okay, so we've read about them almost like a mythical creature, like penguins.
Yep. Yeah, I'm just going to let that stand. Yes. Yes.
Okay,
is the
cool.
answer. Yeah.
Perfect.
Although that harkens,
All
to be fair, that does harken back to an interesting story about one of my very first games of D&D, wherein we defeated a vampire by polymorphing it into a penguin, then cutting its head off and filling it with holy water. But that's sort of beside the point. So,
Amazing!
right? So, what do you guys want to do? You're all, I
Is
presume, eating your...
Is the succubus, what's her name? Darla? Is Darla?
Darla is still there, and she is having a drink.
Do I have any of that elvish coffee anywhere on my person that we like packed way back when we were still in the future?
Yeah, you could set it up and work on making it.
Okay, I'm having elvish coffee. That was a day.
Hey, Missy, do you think you could help me brush my teeth? I don't feel like I remember how to do that.
I'll pass on teeth brushing if you don't mind. I'll pass that along to someone else. The last time I tried to help, well, didn't end
I mean,
well.
yeah, it didn't really. Let's not do that again.
So Darla is sitting there, and she is drinking from a goblet, and she is as dressed as she ever will be, with like a bustier and stockings, and her wings are just all spread out and kind of all over the place. And so she's just sitting there like with her legs crossed, leaning back pretty far.
Is she wearing pants?
No.
Okay, then I'm going to throw a blanket at her.
That's fine.
Like British pants or American pants?
Things that are covering her genitalia.
Oh, yeah.
Pants.
Yes. She's wearing items over her fun bits, yes.
Okay, then we're fine. Don't care.
Yeah.
Carry on.
I say, Darla, where might we find this vampire in the castle?
He's upstairs.
Upstairs. And where is upstairs from here?
Well, if you walk out
Yes,
the
it's
door,
up the stairs.
there are some stairs that you'll see. He's up them.
Very well. Seems reasonable. Any suggestions on a good way to dispose of this fellow?
No, but that's more because I'm magically not allowed to tell you these things.
Well,
I
at
see.
least we know he doesn't die from chafing, apparently.
No, he doesn't. Oh, what I can tell you, though, you might actually not see the stairs.
Why would we not see the stairs?
Well, they might be hidden.
Perhaps they're invisible in some manner.
I'm not allowed to tell you too much about it. That's almost as much as I think I could say, but maybe if you ask questions in the right way, I could perhaps, I don't know, provide you additional information.
So, do I understand correctly? Vampires are not living, yet somehow not dead. Is that right?
Yeah, that's largely true. He is
Almost as if they're
undead.
undead.
Yes.
Very well.
I'm just downing the cup of coffee now.
I'll have a cup of that, Metsu, if you've got any to spare.
He says no.
Thank you. Cheers. Sip my coffee.
Oh, look, the big one's up.
Is he an old, like strong, ancient being?
He's pretty old. He's older than me, but I don't know exactly how much.
Does he have a fondness for anything that we might use to distract him?
He likes money. He likes power. He likes
He
himself
likes her.
a lot. He doesn't really care about me. I and most things he owns are just furniture to him.
Moving immediately away from any of the bits of furniture.
Do you have anything we might offer him? Perhaps we might spin a tale that would intrigue him and distract him and get him to perhaps trust us, and then we'll throttle him.
Possible. I haven't seen him in a long while, though, I'll tell you that. He's been
A long while being
several months.
Months. Okay.
He's been trapped. Well, not trapped. He's been locked away up in his room for most of that time, I think. We hear noises, but we haven't seen him come down in a long while. That's part of why things are starting to fall apart down here a little bit.
Oh,
See.
I really hope I'm not going to regret this. What kind of noises?
Screaming, shouting, something that sounded like stone grinding on stone.
Torture noises.
Maybe,
Cool.
or I don't know. It's hard to explain.
See.
He
Is there
called
any
for.
truth to the rumor that vampires are not fond of sunlight
Yeah,
or wooden stakes?
I couldn't tell you about wooden stakes. I've never tried him, but he certainly doesn't seem to like daylight.
See.
So
Did
when
you
she
say
was
something
referring
about
to
a
big ones,
library?
was she referring to me?
Yes.
Oh, nice. No one seems to care. That's fine.
As for the library, yeah, it's just down the hall. If the librarian is there, he probably won't help you, and his research assistant certainly won't. But if he's not there, he does have some books that might be able to help.
Okay. Who's the librarian and who's the research assistant? Any kind of description, information.
One is small and old, and one is large and angry.
Which is which?
Ginger, something,
Say again?
visual, human, ginger, anything?
I don't know. He doesn't really come in here. I've only ever seen him once or twice out there.
Which is which? The angry one is which one?
The big one's the angry one, and I think that's the assistant. I assume the old one is the librarian, but I really don't know. By the way, I'd like for you guys to all go ahead and give me perception.
I've only just woken up.
Oh,
what am I
hello. Morning person
You're a
over
morning
here.
person. Oh, God.
Friendly is.
Okay. All right, so
Betsy pretty much hasn't opened his eyes over his coffee, just like, no.
Brenly's actually the only one to notice this. Brenly, up in the corner, like up where the ceiling and the wall meet, not in the corner, but like, you know, at the corner between the two planes of the room, but actually towards the middle of the room, roughly over Metzi's head, there's a small creature with wings, sort of green, sallow skin. It's a little sickly looking. Its bones are kind of like sticking through around its ribs and whatnot. It's got almost a bat-like face, kind of biggish ears. It's shimmering in and out. It's not totally visible, but you do catch sight of this creature up on the ceiling, upside down, watching you all intently.
Okay. So I go over to Metzi and I sit down and I'm like, there's something watching you.
Give me a
Yes,
stealth
you.
check.
Well, me too.
Oh,
Okay. Nice.
you coming?
I like
Yeah,
plod over, like, hey, there's something watching you.
If you look again, it's no longer there.
That's probably bad. Okay.
What? What?
Don't worry about it. It's gone now.
What
Hey,
was
Silent
it?
Fist, how you feeling?
Were you talking to me? I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, how you feeling?
How did I get here and how many did I kill?
Oh, it's awake.
You really killed it on the dance floor.
You want to see my
You
sketches?
slayed.
I killed it on the dance floor?
I have
Yeah.
sketches.
What dance floor? I can't dance.
Oh, the sketches.
The
That's
soul
great.
of discovery.
I have like a flip book, and I'm just like flicking through it, like.
Wait, who's that lady? I point over at
Hey, big
Oh,
boy.
and Darla.
Oh.
the couch things.
That is our friend Darla.
Loose.
Arla?
Yeah.
Darla.
Let's not use the word friend.
But you don't say you have any friends, Metzi. That's friends. Isn't that the one that the people outside that were saying they were looking for the person? Did that
I
happen?
Yeah.
believe that is the mother of one of the boys outside, yes.
That's Mommy
John or
Dearest.
Bartol, we're not really sure.
Oh. Did we reunite them?
No.
When?
No.
She's asked us to dispatch a vampire for her.
Oh. For some reason, when I look at her, I feel the need to want to be slapped.
I
Wow.
just reach out and slap him.
Thank you. Can I
No.
have another?
No.
Okay, I think I got hurt somewhere. I can't think anymore.
And what is your name, oh large one of largeness?
I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna start rubbing my abs. I'm just gonna say, Dotham Silent Fist Duna Kaliti.
Oh, okay. And are all those muscles yours too? Do they come with the whole package?
I share sometimes.
Oh, that's nice. It's really giving.
I'm just gonna pour out like a cup of like empty my coffee cup, pour out some water, and just throw it over her.
Throw it. Oh, at Darla.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just.
She does not look phased. Like she kind of ignores it at the time, but she does
Let's not.
slowly and lasciviously like get up and like go find a towel.
I'm just gonna sit down back on this chair because I feel like whatever happened to me still has me woozy.
Leech actually like wakes up and like he hops off the bed, and he's like looking through his backpack, and then he turns back up, and he goes, "Oh, hey, look, you're up. Nice to see you again. How's it going?"
Nice to see you too, buddy.
You kind of got taken over.
Taken over where?
Yeah, like in the head.
Oh.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. We were worried. You hurt a couple of people, actually.
I hurt a couple of people?
Yeah, but mostly you broke hearts, you killer.
I think I'm smarter now that my head got hit.
That could be true.
Probably.
You
That
want
seems
some-
right.
Want some lady fingers?
No, I'm not hungry.
Nah, okay.
Not for lady fingers.
Did you have to say that in this room? Really?
Leech. Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
What do you know of vampires?
Oh, they're pretty bad.
Are they hard to kill?
Yeah.
You see.
You gotta like
Like-
hit him with holy shit.
Oh shit.
Well, we do have the paladin with us, and I look over at Glory.
Glory is there and is going through the motions of waking up and doing glory-related things. Glory walks over to the wall and prays.
Glory ablutions.
Yes, Glory walks over to the wall and kneels down and prays, looking over a holy symbol. Then Glory like starts washing her face and brushing her teeth, and then Glory like sits down on the couch and pulls out a biscuit and starts eating the biscuit and drinking some water.
Pocket bacon.
Pocket bacon.
Pocket bacon.
I'm so full of confidence right now.
Yes, Glory is doing all of the normal Glory things. There's absolutely nothing wrong with Glory. No one should be worried about Glory. Glory is fine.
You know, you say this.
You know, I keep hearing that.
Uh-oh, things happen to those of us who aren't here.
Somewhere in the background, I hear dun dun dun.
Just start melting.
Glory is fine. I just like worrying you. And Brenly has
Mission accomplished.
frozen on the best face possible.
What? That's the second best face.
Yeah. All right. So, what do you guys want to do? Probably staying in this room for much longer isn't great. And I would actually like for you guys to make one more perception check.
Yes.
Dang.
Nice.
I have woken up.
Now, so anyone who gets over 20, those are the ones who can see this. So, Qubit, and I want to make it clear, like, Jade, a 17 perception, great check. It just happens that this thing is very good at stealthing.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
But Finn and Metzi, the two of you now see the same creature I described earlier, but over in the, what we'll call the upper left corner. Currently, like, hanging on to one of the posters on the bed and staring at you. And, like, when you look at it, like, it's hard to look at. Like, if you look directly at it, you can't see it. You can only see it, like, at the corner of your eye.
It's a TARDIS.
It's got, like, this sort of shimmery stealth effect.
Do you see that? My point. What is that near the bed?
I'm just going to say in Elvish, maybe subtle.
Yeah, the moment you do that,
shit is hard to see.
it disappears.
I would say we are being spied upon, probably by our friend Mr. Vampire. Oh, does Mr. Vampire have a name?
He just calls himself the Count or the Baron or some other
The Baron.
highfalutin term. I've only ever...
Let's just call him the dipshit, shall we? and
Whenever he
save
comes
all of
down
the
here,
titles?
he likes me to call him Worm, but that's maybe saying too much.
Yeah, saying too much. Let's not say anymore.
Leech, you like to
Just
eat
5
worms,
minutes,
right?
run, Your Honor.
Sorry, what was the question to Leech?
You like to eat worms, right?
I mean, kinda, but ew.
Mm,
Count
I hate
Chocula,
all
Rain,
of
I
this.
like it.
Can we go to the library? That is
Yes,
a sentence
let's.
Friendly has never said before.
Yes, perhaps we could read a bit about how to slay a vampire.
and other things. Just library sounds good.
Okay. So if you guys want to drag your character tokens on over towards the library, and I will get Glory. So you guys walk out back into the dance floor, and you can see like in the dance hall there is nothing. I mean, like you guys cleared the place out pretty well. There had been like a few sort of stains and some dirt and stuff like that left, but that's all gone, actually. It seems like something, anyway, cleans up the whole place.
Right. Before we go through the door to the library, I would have listened to hear if I could hear anyone moving about inside and not just walk through the door like Aragorn.
Ah, good. You don't hear anything.
You know. Okay, then that's fine.
And actually, miraculously, because apparently the tokens went away and I've got lots of other things for you to go interact with today anyway, there is no one in the library. Hooray!
I immediately go over and start rifling through papers and books and just like speed reading, like I'm in.
I believe it
Short
is
Circuit
Colonel
2.
Mustard in the library with the lead pipe.
Just like Johnny Five, just input.
Oh my god. Okay, so...
Metzi likes books more than people. This is canon, okay?
Yeah, no, fair. So the entire room is full of books around the outside. There are 2 desks set up, one very large and one fairly small, but with additional shelving.
Must construct additional shelving.
I'm going to search and see if I can find any books about vampires.
Okay. So here's actually what I would like to have happen. So I'm gonna ask each of you in turn what it is that you're doing, and then I'm gonna have you guys tell me what skill you are using to help you accomplish that task. Okay. So just start with Jade. You are doing what right now?
I would probably not be looking at any books because reading hurts. And I would be looking for, like, I'd be looking around at these tables to see if I find anything that catches my eye as interesting.
Okay. All right. So you are, when I tell you, and not yet, but when I tell you, you're going to make a perception roll.
Okay.
Or no, an investigation roll. Sorry.
Okay.
Finn, you said that you were looking for books on vampires.
Yes, I was going to look maybe perception or investigation. Not sure which.
Yeah, that'll be investigation. Metzi.
I am going along all of the books and scrolls and scanning titles and just like, you know, scanning down the page and seeing if anything jumps out at me and then moving on. I am doing a very, very cursory scan, but of like everything.
Okay. Okay. But you're not looking for anything in particular?
No, I'm just seeing if anything grabs me.
Okay. For you, it's going to be perception. And then, Brenly, what are you doing?
Use a luck point, reroll that.
Well, I said don't roll it yet anyway, so don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad.
Okay. I want to use my history skill and look through the room for, I guess, anything that looks like old and rare and like the treasure of this library room. You know, like libraries, they have like lots of resource books, but then they might have like one really rare book that has like, it was like a first edition or whatever. I want to go find the oldest thing.
Okay.
Brenly is doing the National Treasure version of looking for things.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So I want everyone.
Indiana Jonesing it.
Everyone roll their skill now.
Okay. Do you want me to cross off a luck point? Because I already rolled that.
No, because you rolled
Okay.
early anyway.
Okay.
Nice, Wiley. Okay, so Jade, Silent Fist, you don't really find anything. Like, you're looking around, and I mean, the room seems like it's probably full of stuff, and you just kind of don't know where to start. It's all books anyway, so I mean, how useful can they really be?
That's fair.
Metzi, you you find all sorts of potentially interesting things. Like, you find a bit on plane hopping, you find a bit on time travel, you find a bit on the astral, you find a bit on the origins of magic, you find a bit on the origins of mana, you find a bit on the origins of the plane that you come from, and you find books that seem to be labeled as histories of places you've never heard of. There's just all sorts of stuff in here.
How much of this stuff can I fit in my bag?
I never gave you guys a bag of holding, did I?
No.
Mhm.
So,
That one.
huh?
Primarily looking at scrolls, then, I guess. But
Oh,
how
yeah.
much can I nick?
So you can take, I mean, how about this? I will say that you can take any 5 books, and just sort of pick in general what you want them to be about. And if I don't like what you pick, then we'll negotiate and pick something else.
Okay.
And then, Brenly, you find a number of very old books. The oldest book you find is actually a book of children's stories, that are like sort of German style fairy tales, where like the kids always die because they didn't listen to their parents and stuff like that.
Those are my favorite.
They're all paid down.
And then you also find a book about fairies, and it's just about fairies in general, and it seems like it seems kind of like a children's book, but you can't really tell if it's being serious or not, because it's written sort of like a gardener's guide to fairies. But you're reading through it, and it's talking about, like, this is the fairy of this kind of flower, and this is the fairy of this kind of flower, and none of this seems real to you, but is still pretty fascinating. Yeah, fairies wear boots. And then, Wiley, you find a book on not just vampires, but you literally find the Baron's personal history. Written as, so it's an autobiography. It's written like a memoir, and as far as you can tell, though, and it's a little difficult, but as far as you can tell, it stops about 500 years prior to now.
Well, I do have a
And it is labeled,
autobiography of the Baron. I'll just kind of hold it up.
it is labeled Volume 1.
It appears perhaps there's a second volume that might span the time from 500 years prior to now till now.
I've got a book about kids dying.
I have like a pile of things. Like, were we looking for anything specifically?
I also have a book about vampires in general. Perhaps it could teach us a thing or two about how to deal with this fellow.
Like
Sorry.
divide and conquer, split up the vampire books.
Shoving things in my bag. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Vampires. Okay.
Also, apparently fairies wear boots.
Jade, give me another perception check.
Okay. Wait. Perception or another investigation check?
Perception this time.
Okay. Heh.
Okay. Nope. Okay, so I need to know, where in the room are you guys? I see where tokens are, but while Gloria and Leash definitely are where they are, I don't know if Silent Fist and Brenly are where they are.
Yeah, I'm next.
I am where I am.
Okay. So Silent Fist, as you're like trying to clear some space off, you accidentally knock something over that you didn't see, and Brenly, you notice it immediately, as it looks like a mock-up of the orb that you consumed. But it's about 1/8 scale.
I know that thing.
What?
What
thing?
thing?
The glowy orb thing.
Wait,
No touching! No
Where?
touching!
I want to touch it. Where? I want to touch it.
It's on the floor next
No
to you, Jade.
touching.
Oh, but I didn't notice it though.
You notice it now because it's been pointed
Oh.
out.
Okay.
Can
So
I
it-
run over
Is
and
it glowing?
just like
It is
on
not
all
glowing.
fours over the thing like now?
Well, Jade is going to get a chance to touch it first.
Yeah, no, I'm totally grabbing it.
Okay, nothing happens.
Do you know this thing? And I put
I
my
know
hand
that
out.
thing. I touch
He
it.
is having a mild
Take it.
panic attack.
I don't want it.
I want it. I'm holding it.
Metzi has just opened a random book and put his face in it like
It is not moving, it is not glowing, it is not warm or cold to the touch. Finn, you notice that on the desk is some kind of an arcane treatise. It's a scroll, it is written in Elvish, and it seems to have like a diagrammed cross-section of the orb on it.
I'll check it out and inspect it. Perhaps this is a drawing or something that tells us how it works.
I'm like twisting on it. I'm like hitting it against things. How do you turn this thing on?
Brinley, please, just one moment.
I'm just gonna cross to Brenly and like put my paw just down on her head like, what have we learned about touching things?
Apparently nothing.
It makes me taller.
Brenly! I would like not to have any more nightmares. Okay?
So, taking a look at the scroll, Finn,
Yep.
it is it specifically says that this item does not have a name, that it has been sort of tentatively referred to as a creation orb, or as an orb of Genesis, but that these are names that have been ascribed to it more recently, but that it is, as far as anyone can tell, sort of a remnant of the creation of a plane. So at a at a plane of existence's spawning, for lack of a better term, there is a point where like an incredible amount of energy has to be expended to create it, and sometimes it can leave physical remnants behind.
I'll relay this to the group.
So this is like the debris of a Big Bang.
Sort of, yeah.
Perhaps something along those lines. I think we should take this and keep it safe.
Is this like the placenta of a birth of a plane?
In a manner of
Yeah,
speaking,
that
perhaps.
sounds about right.
And I'm like
Oh,
reaching
yeah,
towards
but-
it again.
Yeah,
It's not on!
Is there anything in the treatise that indicates that it has any powers or what should or should not be done with it?
It explicitly says do not touch it, as most who do will be erased from existence. No one has messed with one and lived. They have to be handled with... It says specifically that leather gloves are not enough to protect, but that any form of metal is. But the danger is prolonged contact, because they will pulse at random intervals and you don't know when that will happen. So if you're holding it when it pulses and you are not properly protected,
Erasure.
right, then you will be affected. But so that could be 10 seconds, that could be a year, that could be 5 minutes. You don't know.
I'm going to quickly relay this to everyone. Do we have some sort of a metal box, perhaps? We need to secure this. And it needs to be in such a way that we cannot touch it. It recommends...
I have an iron lockbox.
That's literally...
A what?
I have an iron lockbox. Does that help?
Is it large enough to hold the orb?
Lord.
that I got this in like the very first thing we ever looted. Is it big enough for the orb?
Yes.
Just carrying around an iron laptop.
I put it down in my inventory, and I knew I wanted it for something.
Oh my gosh.
It's like Mary Poppins. Hey.
And I'm like, hey, I have this.
You just simply knew there would come a time.
Brenly is a hoarder.
Yeah, I see
She's
the
not
laptop
necessarily
screen.
greedy. She just likes to have things in case you need them.
Could I see the laptop, Brinley?
That thing from the end of Labyrinth, you know?
Yeah.
You need your little teddy bear. You don't want to go without that.
And then, like, in the lockbox, Brenly has, like, some letters and, like, a little strip of cloth that she, like, takes out. And she's like, here, you can have the box.
Okay. I'll put some material. I just want to put some material in the box. And I want to hold the box right up to the edge of the... Where's the orb on the floor? Well,
No,
I put it on the desk.
Oh, okay.
okay.
Bren,
So I'm gonna take whatever sort of object I can use to kind of roll the orb into the box. I'll put the box at the edge of the desk
sure.
and roll
Wow,
it
would
into
you
the
look at
box.
that? Common sense.
Close the lid, lock it. Perhaps I might carry this if that's okay, Brenda.
But that's my box.
I understand. That shall remain your box. But I'm concerned that your tookish curiosity.
Leech will actually walk up to you, Brenly, and he will hand you 1 silver and say, "Good, there, I bought it back. Now it's the group's box."
I'm just going to pat Leech on the head and be like, prestidigitation.
Seems like a fair price, wouldn't you say?
But that's my box. I wasn't selling it.
We'll rent it from you, and you can have it when we're done transporting the orb.
Okay. Now where do I put my treasures?
Fist bump.
In my meat
Your
bag.
own pockets.
Or-
This was in my own pocket.
Put it back there.
But they were in the box.
So put them back in your pocket without the box. It's not a
But
hard
they'll get
subtraction.
wrinkled.
I look around the library to see if there's another, like an envelope or a wooden box, or just a little way to.
I pick
Store
up a random
paperwork.
book and just be like, here, put them in there. There you go, done. Put the book in your pocket.
Glory
No wrinkles.
will actually walk up to Brenly and sort of like hug Brenly and turn Brenly away and sort of walk Brenly away from the conversation.
That's such a glory thing. I love it.
Yeah.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Let's go.
I have
Here,
two,
have some pocket
two,
bacon.
I have 2 of the things I'd like to steal,
Okay.
by the way. You mentioned time travel and plane hopping.
Yeah.
So I'd like to steal at least 2 things on that. So
Yep.
at least 1 thing on time travel and 1 thing on plane hopping.
Both. Okay. Yep.
Okay.
You find
I'm still thinking.
you find Ivor's Guide to Planes. So you should write that down. IVOR.
Yeah. Yep.
And then you find the TikTok timetable of time travel.
Okay. I'll get back to you on the other 3.
All right. Okay. So, yeah, that's the library. Oh, also, I should point out. Well, actually, no, none of you would have seen it, but Leech, being the appropriate height, does. So as you guys are doing stuff, he hops under the desk for a moment, and then he pushes a button. And then you all hear a low, deep, but very loud grinding noise of stone and metal and more stone. Just kind of rumbling. And it takes about 3 minutes. And it kind of shakes your molars. And then it stops.
Who touched something?
I thought it was a secret compartment.
Right.
Well,
So
there might have
you
been
touched something.
there might have been a shiny. Yeah, I'm sorry. I touched it, okay?
You said sorry. We're fine.
All right.
object.
So what moved exactly?
I don't know. I can't see anything in here.
You get out from under.
Where are you?
I'm under the desk. And he like
Get out of there,
shoves the
leech.
chair out from where it is, and he crawls out from under the desk.
Why were you even?
I crawl under the
I
desk.
don't want to know. I don't want to know.
There's nothing under the desk.
I'm under there now. So now there is.
Okay, there is you under the desk, and you can see it's like a red button that is set into the underside of the desk to the right of the center desk drawer.
Could we tell the direction from which the thrumming and grinding was coming?
Yeah, outside the library.
Outside as in back toward the dance hall?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I think I'll just step over there and have a look.
Okay.
Seem to be coming from this way.
Hang on one sec. Because now I gotta...
Friendly still crawling.
I have to alter a thing real fast. Boop, 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 boop.
Like Trip the cat.
So we're doing
You
some...
what?
I said Brenly's still crawling and she's playing Trip the cat. You know
I'm
how
actually
like
just standing still, looking down at you like, what are you doing? You're on the
exploring?
floor, and you can't.
So are you.
Yeah,
You were
I'm
also on the
standing-
floor.
I'm standing on it
Oh.
like an adult.
She keeps crawling.
I want to say that the time away has done something to your mind, but you would have done this before then.
All right, so...
Leech found something because he was this height. I'm trying to be the useful height.
You can now see...
You are Leech's height, aren't you? It's hard to tell from up here.
Let's see.
Next time he walks by, she like tries to like pull out a leg hair.
It's old fur. I shed it a lot.
Well, a leg fur.
Okay.
You should have seen me before I got prestidigitation. I broke brushes often.
Okay. So
Grooming is so much easier now. It's just
a room
it's done.
has opened up out in the hallway. You can all see it. Finn, you're looking straight at it. You can see where the rock wall lowered, and you're looking at a room with a wooden floor and more black stone walls. And that's it, really, right now.
Is there a stairway or anything?
Is there what?
A stairway or anything?
There is not a stairway that you can currently see, no. If you would like to make investigation checks to try to take a look around, that is perfectly fine. Thank you very much, by the way, Tharak, for telling me so.
Yeah, I'll make an investigation.
Oh, that's nice. When I was flipping through various scrolls and books, did I find anything vaguely medical in nature?
You didn't... vaguely medical? Yes, you found the Pontifex's point-by-point analysis of plagues and other maladies.
No, not interested in that.
Okay.
Okay.
So Wiley, yeah, you're not really seeing much in here, but you are like sort of standing at the doorway. It's possible that by getting like a closer look, you could maybe see something better. But there's really not much that you can see from where you're at right now.
I'm crawling the perimeter and checking the baseboard.
Show me how you do that. Okay. Keep doing that.
Back and then okay.
Okay, right there. Stop doing that.
Oh,
Because
I'm just
that,
kidding.
because that is the point where boop 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 boop.
The hole in the floor opens and you fall into the pit.
So you guys now have a fairly large and gross-looking Floating beast with multiple tentacles. It has a large mouth,
There you
a
go,
large
Gage.
singular eye, and then at the end of its
Zed.
tentacles, it has eyes, and it just sort of pops in from seemingly nowhere. As you have tripped my trap. Sorry. Anyway, so it is
I'm
there.
just still looking at books like.
And I'm going to need everyone to roll for me some initiative, but hang on because I need to pull up the initiative counter.
Don't forget to touch your tokens before you roll initiative, people.
Oh,
Did
yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say that
Did
too.
Glory follow them into the other room, or is she still with me looking at books?
Glory is... No, Glory would have
'Cause
gone with the rest of
I'm
them.
pretty sure Glory would have gone with the.
Yeah, Glory went with the group. Leech is sort of hanging out in between. So Leech is right there.
Okay. So I'm
Um,
the only idiot who has no idea what's going on. It's good.
yeah, although you will still roll initiative.
Oh yeah.
But I need to... Oh, no, that's not what I want.
Oh, I'm sad because I just thought of that bit in Spider-Man where Stan Lee is just like in the library doing nothing and it's all happening behind him.
Why can I
And it's
not
like-
find the
Oh,
stupid...
yeah.
Oh. But
Where's,
that's basically what Betsy's doing right now. Just like.
where's the stupid initiative? Oh, no, that's right. It's on the little tool set. There we go. Okay, so let me clear... Remove all turns. Clear. Go.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Noise.
But mine's not a critical fail.
So Brinley and Stoneface will play on Thursday.
I clicked mine twice by accident. Sorry about that. Being annoying.
Okay, do we have everybody? Looks like we do. Alrighty. So Finn is definitely going to end up getting to go first, which is totally cool. Hang on one sec. Let me just doop, 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 doop. So anyone who happens to be watching on the stream may have gotten a brief glimpse of what this thing is. But that's okay. It's just a brief glimpse.
Let's not make that token bigger without warning, please.
I wasn't gonna. Actually, that token is exactly as big as it should be.
Oh, good.
Yep. And so, Finn, it is your turn to go first. Do as you will.
So you say this is a trap, eh?
I do say that. I do say, in fact, it is a trap of some kind.
Are you attempting to trap food?
Oh no, I am attempting to trap you.
Why is that, my friend?
Oh, are you talking to the creature? No.
Yes.
When I was laughing and cackling,
That was the DM.
that was me.
That was
the
DM.
creature is not having a
Right.
conversation with you whatsoever. The creature showed up and is just angry, and a couple of its eyeballs are lighting up as if maybe something's going to happen with them.
So it looks menacingly at me.
Oh yeah,
Like I can tell it's fixing to do something.
yeah. Oh yeah. It's
Okay, then I'm going to draw the old bow,
okay.
and I'm going to bow things at it.
Bow away.
And I get two bows, because I'm bowlicious.
Bodacious.
So 17 to 15.
I never remember at the appropriate time, but you guys set aside a shield for me, and I need to take it from you at some point. Okay, carry on.
Shit, yeah, we did.
Okay. Now is not the time.
No, exactly. But if I say it out loud, I might remember.
Yeah.
That's fair.
You
we
actually
definitely
like
didn't.
you could take a turn to go get it if you really, really wanted. But otherwise, oh shit, I forgot to add Glory. Hang on, because Glory is gonna do stuff, although, albeit a bit behind everything. Glory's gonna move on a 1 because I forgot, and I'm not gonna reset everything. Okay. So both of those hit, so go ahead and give me some damages.
Okay. And the bow is magical. So if that holds up, that would be 12 damages.
12 or 22?
Or 22, actually.
So yeah, all of those damages do damage. So some damages do hurtify it.
Okay. And these are 5 foot or 10 foot squares.
They're always 5 foot squares.
I ask that every game just to make sure.
If I switch it up, I'll tell you.
There are this many.
Unless we're traveling across land, right? Unless we're like doing large travel.
Exactly.
Right there.
Oh,
30 feet.
Okay. Oh shit. By the way, I forgot, and I'm gonna make you do this now, Finn.
Yep.
I need you to make a will save. Sorry, wisdom save.
Wisdom. Okay.
Yep.
Let me get my cursor.
Nice. Okay.
Hey.
Well, you are unaffected by this thing, and because you critted, I will go ahead. Oh, hey. Oh,
Dinner
hey.
fairy.
Thank you.
Ooh, nice.
I will go ahead and say that you are unaffected by it the entire time.
I want a dinner fairy.
Sorry. Thank you, dinner fairies.
I just critted twice in the same D&D game.
Dinner god.
Okay, so that is Finn's go. Metzi, I need a wisdom save from you.
Okay.
That is a beautiful 20, Wiley.
Oh wait,
Ooh,
no,
that's
Metzi,
fine.
you're not in the room. Never mind, I don't need a wisdom save from you.
I just got a new
Okay.
one.
Well, I'm being wise in the other
Ooh.
room. Say, did I find anything about the denizens of other planes?
Yes, you did. Can we talk about that later?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just thought since you're asking.
Yes, you found a book about planar creatures and critters.
Yay. I steal that one.
Okay.
Okay.
And so, do you have anything else on your turn?
That's it.
No, Metzi, are you
Oh, I'm
moving
sorry.
or doing things?
Yeah, I'm still looking at books.
Okay. This thingy
I can't
gets to...
hear. Can I hear anything? Are they like shouting or anything, or am I just because I'm in another room? So
and
I'm not really like listening for them.
you hear the bow twang twice, and I would have to imagine that you hear Leech go, "Holy shit! What the fuck is that?"
Leech is so
In a
poetic.
minute. Just in a minute.
That's
Start
fine.
leafing faster.
Okay, so this thingy is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, it can get to there. Oh, actually, it can get to there. Haha, and it can see everybody now except for Leech. Okay, so it is going to. Oh, I have to roll a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I get to roll a d6. Actually, you know what? Here's what I'm going to say. I want Brenly, Jade, Silent Fist, and Wiley, Finn. I want
Finn.
you three to each roll 1d6.
I
You
think
know-
that worked for me.
Literacy literally saves lives.
Oh. Ooh.
Okay.
What?
All in or all out, people.
Okay, so let's see. So the first one is going to be okay. So it fires off one beam, and then it fires off another one, and then it fires off the first one again. Each of its eyes shoots off a different beam. So the first one is going for Silent Fist. Make a wisdom save, please.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yup.
Be wise.
That is our strong
Whoa!
That's-
Wow!
that's
That was
nice.
just barely, but you did it. Okay, so
Thank you for slapping me and hitting my head last game. Yeah, me smart.
for the briefest moment you feel a little sleepy, and then you're fine. And then so the second one is going to be going for Brenly. So I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Come on, Brenley. Or
Brenley,
not.
your
I am
sword
crawling.
loses its magical qualities for the next turn.
Well, that's rude.
Yep. And then it's gonna go for. It's gonna go for Glory. So I need someone. Well, no one else can because none of you. I don't think I gave anyone else access to Glory's character sheet. So I will do it. So hang on one sec. Boop. So Glory needs to roll a Wisdom save, which Glory should be pretty good at. Oh. Glory is not so great. Glory falls asleep.
Oh, this is a
Um,
trend.
So, well, you guys rolled 6 twice. You now know what 1 and 6 do.
We don't know what one does because you haven't said yet.
Yeah, I did.
No.
How did,
It took the magic away from Brenly's sword for a turn. Bizoo!
I
And
heard
then,
that, but I didn't. I thought you had something coming at me because I
no,
rolled the 1.
nope.
Yeah, I rolled a 6.
No, you guys just rolled what happens, but its targets are
Gotcha.
kind of on its own.
Mm.
And then it's going to go ahead and... Let me see. Oh, it actually... Okay, well, in getting to where it could hit everyone with its eye rays, it now cannot bite anyone. So I guess you guys are lucky there. All right, so that is the Gouth's turn. So now it is Leech's go, and
The what?
It's called a Gouth.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I thought you said gout. I was like, who's been drinking? It's
uh,
just me.
and now Leech will cast Bless, and it doesn't look like he can get Brenly, but Finn, Silent Fist, and Glory, you are all blessed. So remember that you have an extra 1d4 that you get to roll on all your bits. And we're going to go ahead with, let me see, that'll be the Bless notification. Okay. And so Leech will... Actually, Leech is going to stay right where the fuck he is. Because, like, he looks out and he goes, ah! And he runs right back. And starts hugging the wall. So that is Leech's turn. Others do not have anything to do yet. So, Silent Fist, it is your turn.
Silent Fist. Well, let's see how far we are. Yes, Silent Fist is angry, rage. So, to start of my turn, rage. I'm going to move to right here, and I will grab that gray sword, and I will take 2 swings at it.
Okay.
Damn.
The first one misses. The second one hits.
Do I get to roll the 1d4 for the hits or no?
You do, but it wouldn't matter. It's not. It
Oh, okay.
just wouldn't be
It'd
enough.
still be too low. Okay.
Yep.
The second one hits.
Yes. Okay. Why does that seem low? Oh, because you rolled nearly minimum damage. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Because it is.
Yeah, but you do a total of 8 damage to it, which is fine. And it like, rawr, 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 like it's not happy about it. And so that is Silent Fist's turn. I assume. Are you doing anything else?
That is going to be all I can do.
Okay, Brenly, it is your turn.
Okay. I should have this before.
Brenly is a robot.
Robo Brandy.
Oh no! Okay. So standing up from crawling,
Robo
half movement?
Brandy.
Is that right? When you stand up, takes half movement?
Yeah.
Standing up takes half movement, yes. Although
Okay.
you weren't, I mean, you were, I assumed that you were searching, but that you weren't, like, on your knees.
No, I said I was crawling.
Okay, all right, then yeah. Then
Like
standing
on
up,
all fours.
okay, then standing up takes half movement.
And get here.
Yep.
And I still have one of my hand axes, so I guess throw that.
You could?
Does anyone else hear like whale noise?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. just glad that wasn't in my head.
No, it's something happening on Wiley's end.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay, so throw your hand axe for 8 damage. Yeah, that absolutely hits. Silent Fist, I just want to point out that Branley's tiny little hand axe just did the same damage. Just to add to your rage.
Yeah. How does that feel?
Silent Fist wouldn't like that very much. Me, I find it absolutely humorous.
All right.
Yeah, same.
Glory.
We stand one tiny little tank lady.
Glory is going to stand in
Yes.
front of Finn and raise her shield and provide a defensive AC bonus to Finn, and that is Glory's action in this fight.
Nice.
So
Thank you, my lady.
always.
You have the accent down so well. It's so scary.
Finn, it is your go.
I'm gonna fire 2 more shots with the bow of the third sin.
Okay.
Draw back and fire strong. 16 and 22.
Nice. Both hits.
Okay,
Give me some
let's do
damage.
some damage. 9 and 11, 20.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm gonna stay right where I am.
And it's like not at all happy. Okay. Hang on one sec. Why is it telling me that, but it's not telling me the other thing that I need to know? That's so weird. Okay. Energy explodes, yeah. But then why isn't it telling me how much that is? Oh, no, it is telling me. It's must make a... okay, hang on. There it is. Okay. Oh, that's nothing. You guys can handle that. Okay. So it is Metzi's turn. Metzi, are you still looking at books? The sound of combat can no longer be ignored. It is definitely combating out here.
Okay, I am going to, from the selection I was perusing, I am going to jam 2 completely random books in my bag.
Okay.
Titles at your discretion. And I'm going to use my feline agility to move all the fucking way over here.
One is a book titled The Ways, which you will need to remind me later I gave you.
WAYS.
And then one is a book titled The Shadows that you also need to remind me about.
Okay.
Both of which are by the author is labeled the Mad Monk Marty.
Oh my. Okay. So I'm going to shake my tail and run my ass out there and just be like, what are you making all this noise? What the fuck is that?
Eyes and beams and things.
Leave you alone for 5 minutes, and I'm going to throw a couple of Eldritch Blasts at it.
The first one misses. Throw another one.
Oh no.
So you definitely throw them, and they just kind of like go wide a bit. But you did just sort of run out here.
Very confused.
And it is now the
What is that?
Gouth's turn. So thank you, Metzi, for showing up. Metzi, roll a d6. Silent Fist, roll a d6. And Brenly, roll a d6.
Oh, we're gonna find out what 2 and 4 do.
Yay!
Yay.
And
And
3.
3.
Do we get a 5?
Okay.
I'm just amazed I didn't pick up porn.
Metzi, make a Constitution save.
Oh my.
Metzi, you take 18 necrotic damage as a black enervation ray hits you and starts like kind of melting you a little.
Not great.
Uh,
Not my favorite.
let me see here. The next one is okay. Brenly, make a dexterity save.
I'm good.
Oh, for the love of
Whoa!
Brenly, you
Well
take.
done,
I do like a Neo Matrix, like whoosh.
And you manage to miss a lot of it, but not all of it, as you take 11 fire damage, and your armor heats up pretty uncomfortably.
Oh
Oh,
no!
And
Red
then
potato.
last one here. Oh, Silent Fist. Make a strength save.
Oh gosh!
Hey, you fail it, I get to laugh at
Please
you.
no!
Whoa, wow, okay. So actually, that's pretty funny, and that's going to have the opposite effect, is what's going to happen. So it hits you with a pushing ray, and you are so strong that you actually push it back 10 feet, and it takes four damage slamming into the wall.
beautiful.
Did it bounce off my abs or my pecs? Just need to know. For my lore, I just need to know.
Pecs.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, it was definitely a... and
Like the Care Bear stare.
yes.
Care Bear stare.
And so
I love that movie.
The Gouth, in its last move, will shout, "Get them, my minions!" As its like tongue is out and all over the place and wild and gross. And so when it does that, let me see here. Hopefully, I'm able to do this without deleting. Okay, good.
Mm.
Zed, I think we need your mic closer.
Oh, sorry.
Kind of hard to hear.
I'm just moving things and trying to do stuff without like
Oh, okay.
deleting the actual critters and creatures. Hang on one sec.
Oh, nothing about this looks good, people.
This looks fine. We've got this.
I'm squishy. Remember? Squishy. No armor.
And
Literally
so
no armor.
as more of the walls fade out of existence, you realize that they were just illusory. There we go. That's the right word. And you now find yourself staring down, well, a bunch of things, but not least of which being another damn Bodak.
Ah,
I don't think I was present when you fought any of those.
You were.
you
You
You were for the one right before the ballroom.
yeah, you were
Right,
there
thank
for the
you.
most recent one.
That one. Yep.
the one we actually killed as opposed to the one who put us in the dungeons.
Yes. That's right.
Arby's face.
And then, so what you see are,
Yeah.
and Glory will actually point out what they are, is there is obviously the one Bodak, which you already know, and then there are also a bunch of, what all the rest of them are, is acolytes. So they are humanoid-ish, but they've begun to take on some slightly demonic traits, and they all worship some demon or another, although you don't know exactly which one.
They look like Pyramid Head.
I understood that reference.
Not.
The token does.
I mean, I guess I can see how you would get that. Although, ooh, I see. Oop,
Because I don't know what I'm looking at.
they're in the. Wait, why are they?
To be honest, they're that small to me. They kind of look like Groot.
Ah. Here we go. For whatever reason, they were in the wrong layer. Hang on, let me rescue them. Boop,
Save them! Save them!
boop, boop, boop.
Floop is madman, help us, save us. Floop
Layer.
is madman, help us, save us.
Let's play
Token layer. So you should be able to see them now. Can you?
Yeah, we saw them before.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man, I love that.
Okay.
There's like 10 of them, and there's one of the Bodaks.
Yes. And then also, if you guys could go ahead and give me a perception check. All of you.
Hey,
Okay. Finn,
not so good.
Silent Fist. Finn and Silent Fist, you both can see that little creature from before is back and watching you.
God,
Are we still acting in
fucking Gizmo in the
initiative?
corner.
Yes, we are still in the same initiative.
Okay.
So the Gouth has taken his turn. It is now Leech's turn. And Leech is really uncertain of what to do here. Leech will actually hold his action in case someone is damaged.
While everyone rocks on, can I answer a call on nature?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Too late.
So it is the other's turn. They will actually all take a turn. They're all wielding short swords and bucklers, and they will take a turn beating on their short swords, or beating their short swords against their bucklers, and everyone needs to make a willpower save.
Wisdom save?
Wisdom.
Is that con?
Sorry, I keep doing that. Wisdom save.
I'm so wise.
Shit.
Okay. For the next turn, wow, you three at least are going to be. Metzi, make a wisdom save, please. Nice. Okay, everyone but Metzi is going to be affected by a minor intimidation effect. Until the beginning of your next turn, each of you is going to be 2 points down on everything. So, skill checks, attack rolls, whatever.
That
Nobody
doesn't count as
intimidates
being
the
frightened,
trauma
or
cat.
anything, right? That's something different.
Oh, that's right. You're immune to that shit. No, it does
I
count
am
as that.
immune.
Yep, so not you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm already enraged, so I'm immune.
Yep, I forgot. Silent
Nice.
Fist, it is your turn.
So the Gauth is still alive, or did it die?
It is still alive.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm totally running up to it. And this time I am going to reckless attack at it, so I get advantage now.
Okay. You
I think those hit.
Yes, they both do. So go ahead and roll some damage. How do you want it to die?
I want it to die by, what is it? It's got like one of them nasty, like crazy alien mouths, it looks like.
Yes, it does.
I totally want to pierce right through that.
Okay, that works. As you pierce through it, you now need to make a dexterity save.
Fun. And I get that at advantage because of my other thing, right?
Yep.
I get advantage on dex, so.
Plus you got your blast, don't forget that.
And my roll, my force. Whoops.
Okay. So that is fine. So you are only going to take 12 force damage, as when you pierce it, it explodes and actually kills that guy and that guy and that guy.
Sweet.
Oh my
Is
god.
force
it's like
damage like a
balloon.
physical damage or no?
It is force damage. It's its own damage.
Oh,
type.
it's its own damage? Okay.
Yeah.
You said 12?
Yep.
Cool. I'm done. I'm good.
So yeah. So there you go. You just killed 5 guys, or 4 guys.
And then I'm done for my attacks. Can I move?
Yes, you can.
I'll use the rest of my movement to move up to this guy.
Okay.
And now I'm officially done.
Okay. Brenly.
Dun dun dun.
He just killed 4 guys. What are you gonna do?
And the big guy. Yeah, how about that?
Oh my goodness, this competitiveness is unhealthy.
I think it's totally healthy.
Well, that case.
Of course, you're American.
Go about there.
Robo Brenly.
Yeah, why not?
You're back.
Am I good?
Yep.
I don't know why it does that. Okay. I want to try my spectral sword, but ranged, which I haven't gotten to figure out how that works yet.
Okay.
On the bow deck.
Okay.
Oh, you mean you're not going to come steal this kill from me? Oh, that's nice.
Okay, well, you definitely hit. Okay, and so it deals, deals damage equal to your hit points divided by 3. So how many hit points do you currently have?
58.
58.
So it's like 19 point something. So 19.
Yep. And we'll actually round it up. So it deals 20 points of damage that is unsoakable to the Bodak. So it just cuts right through its like magical defenses. It did not like that. So what you guys all see is this sort of like the same shade as Brenly's hair, roughly, of just like this sort of fuchsia, like straight bolt, roughly sword shaped, come straight from her, like as if she's swinging her sword, and it moves straight through the Bodak and seems to almost like melt a hole in its chest. The Bodak is still up and moving, but it is definitely not happy about any of that. Do you have anything else that you're going to do?
I don't think so. Actually, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay. I've got it. I'm going to do action surge. I'm going to so I'm going to start with my second sword.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Hang on. Nope. There was not some random
do
new guy.
that?
There we go. Okay, say again.
So I did action surge,
Okay.
and I'm asking because it's
Can you do it again is
That's
what you're
for
asking?
one
Yes,
round.
you can.
yeah. I don't think so.
Well, you can do it a number of times per day equal to your level divided by 3. So your level is 6, right?
Yeah.
So you can do it one more time today.
Oh, okay.
And so let me just double check its AC. Wow, perfect. Okay, yep. So you got it with exact. So do your damage.
20.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay, so you just did 40 points total of damage to the Bodak. It is not at all happy. Now, don't.
And I get to hit with my other sword too.
Oh, that's true. You do, and your other sword is back to being magical now. By the way.
Awesome.
Let me just double check. Man, you really want to hope you kill this thing, though, or else it's going to fuck you up.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you definitely hit it. So give me damage.
Gee.
Can't squeeze out any more damage, huh?
Well, I get to hit one more time.
Oh,
Oh.
do it.
Oh, shit.
You hit. Give me damage. Hey, how do you want it dead?
And Silent Fist is just watching, like,
I just go, Portland, what are you going to do? And I'm like, this, I guess.
she's doing all this, like, while looking at Silent
Well, like, I'm staring down Silent Fist. I'm not looking at the Bodak. I'm looking at Silent Fist. And I, like, making eye contact.
Like that moment from Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, where he's, like, drinking while, like,
Yeah.
sword fighting.
Like, yeah, maybe you got that guy, but I got this.
So in the
I got
quality
this,
versus quantity debate, Brenly is certainly attempting to make a pretty good argument here. As the Bodak goes down and it withers and falls away, its robes disembodied, and it dissolves into ash and dust.
These are the things that put you in prison. Funny that. Huh.
And so we have. Let me see. So we have just a bunch of acolytes who are all kind of looking a little bit dumbstruck now. They're not at all sure how they feel about this turn of events, as the two big guys that were supposed to sort of anchor their group have just gotten whacked. But they're going to do their best.
What are
Glory.
you doing? Tiny woman just killed our boss. I'm out of here.
I'm just going to go ahead and say that Glory makes it to here and kills this guy. Boop, dead. Finn, it is your turn.
I'm gonna fire I'm going to move into the room. Actually, I'm just going to move this way. Whoops. Sorry. I'm going to move this away, which is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, half my movement. And I'm going to fire at this guy. And then probably fire at this guy.
Okay. Roll your attacks.
So, first attack.
Here's a quick question. Are you able to roll less than a 10?
No.
Okay, then just pick 2 that are dead. So which ones?
Okay. And I'll just stay.
It was this guy,
Where I
right?
am.
And which was the other?
Yeah, and this guy.
Okay, he is dead.
Beautiful.
Yep. These guys are just mooks. Like, they're just there to mop up. Metzi, pick 2 to harm.
Okay. That one. And the one Silent Fist is standing next to.
Oh.
Do it! Do you?
Dead and dead.
In my defense, I'm canonically petty and a bitch.
Fair.
Metzi is, canonically.
That's the nicest thing you've
Worst.
ever done for someone is be petty for them.
Leech
If
gets...
it helps you to think he was being petty for you and not just being petty, you think that.
Way to ruin a gift. Metzi's not allowed at my birthday party.
Metzi shouldn't go to birthday parties. Yes. He's too depressing. He'd start crying in the cake. It wouldn't be good.
Leech rolls out and uses his little sling to take out the last 2 because, again, mooks, and let's just move on. You killed the Bodak like boop, so okay, fine. you made your way through the combat. I'm comfortable with it. Okay.
Oh, we didn't do anything about the little guy in the corner still, yeah?
No, you have not. It is there, and it is watching, although actually it gets its turn now, and poof, it disappears.
Aw.
Fuck's sake.
I don't think I even saw it, so.
I didn't see it.
I think just Wiley and I saw it.
Okay, so...
I leave you
Yes.
for 5 minutes.
What
Really,
you
that was pretty
find
cool.
are stairs.
I'm
Must be
going to
down
take
the
a wild
stairs.
guess and say that y'all won't let me go back into the library. Yep, that's what I thought.
Only if you want to go by yourself.
Yeah, and potentially get left behind.
Big Angry might come back.
That sounds like a bad idea, even to me.
That's how you know it's
when
dumb.
you put it like that. I'd probably better go with you.
I'd bust out my vampire book and see if I can see anything about killing them.
So it mentions mostly the things that you were kind of expecting. Holy water, blessing the area, sunlight. It does not mention stakes to the heart. It says that, or rather it mentions it, but it does not confirm or deny it. It says that staking is a sort of a folktale, and there are not enough well-documented instances where it could be said that it did or did not work. So it leaves it as kind of up in the air.
Can neither confirm nor deny
Yeah.
the success of these stakes.
I just walk over to Finn and I'm like looking over his shoulder, reading it, and just kind of go, big piece of wood to the middle of the chest kills most things. It's probably not that specific. It's probably just a bunch of people thought someone was a vampire and kind of stuck a plank in their chest and went, hey, it worked.
As
They're dead now.
Metzi leans over my shoulder, I'm going to kiss his cheek.
You know, like the Studio Ghibli thing where their hair kind of goes...
Yeah.
Every piece of fur on my body just...
I love you, Metzi.
That's a
I
good
love you,
taste.
Metzi. Nice kitty.
And I just move as far away from him as the room allows me to.
Not in an inappropriate way, but like brothers in arms. I'll say all that in Elvish.
And I just shout back in Elvish, fuck you!
Weirdly,
Is now an appropriate time to roll hit dice or no?
Yeah, now would be an appropriate time. We can say that you guys are taking a short rest.
Well, let's see. Should we head upstairs and see if we can rid this castle of its baron?
I thought he was a count.
I believe you can use the terms interchangeably.
I'm gonna go with dipshit. Most people in power tend to be. I think it's appropriate.
Seems reasonable.
Makes sense. Let's go.
How long does Bless last?
Bless lasts for a minute. It will need to be recast. But I'm leaving the little marker in there because you can basically bet that if combat happens, he's just going to do it right again. All right. So you guys take about 10 minutes or so to kind of get yourselves put together. And then you're heading on up. Is that what I'm understanding?
That's what I'm doing.
Yep.
Alrighty.
I'm following them.
Well then, we need a quick change of venue.
Well, we can explain to Chaos 480 what's going on then in the meantime.
Yes, please do.
I'm gonna step out for like a minute.
Cool. So, Chaos 480, hi, first of all.
Okay.
Hello.
We are in the middle of Dungeon Fun, where we're presumably near the end, where we're about to meet the Baron, who we suspect is a vampire based on all the information that was given to us by a sexy succubus who was seducing everyone.
Not me.
Except for kitty cat Metzi. And we just finished fighting what was it, goth and
A Gauth. Yep.
a Gauth.
A Gauth.
Oh, not a goth, not like black makeup and fingernails. A Gauth. And the other was a Bodak.
Brenly totaled the Bodak. Like,
Nope, I'm telling the story. You stop. I killed the most. Silent killed the most.
No. Silent Fist killed the ghost. And then
Brenly definitely spent
took down the Bodak.
way too many resources
One
killing
turn.
a single thing.
One turn. Bye bye Bodak.
I listen. Silent Fist flexed, and at least my laser hit the target. I'm just saying.
Metzi
The
found
warlock who shoots
I have
lasers
five.
all the time completely missed.
Okay.
I was startled. I was reading.
Listen,
I
Metzi
found
is
five
naturally
new-
startled by himself. Okay.
Metzi is startled.
At
by
least
one.
Silent
to
Fist is
continue
too
with
stupid.
the quick explanation of what happened.
Yeah, we're off of explanation of what happened. Now we're on to character.
Directions.
Yeah,
So now we're going to go up the creepy staircase to find the count.
Can I make an announcement?
Yeah.
And told there was swimming.
I love you guys and I love D&D.
Yeah. Cool.
Seconded.
Roast.
You should kiss Metzi more.
Oh,
We should not do that.
I like it.
As long as we have the appropriate signage, Metzi's made it clear that he's okay with it.
Metzi's
I heard that.
here when it happens to other people.
that's what I heard. That's totally what I heard.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how I heard it.
Metzi is all about full and informed consent, which she ain't given.
All right.
Stop touching the cat.
So, to continue forward, you guys find yourselves. Ooh, and I need to change the music because that is not the appropriate.
Hey, it looks like my teenage bedroom.
I can't hear any music.
Oh, there's
No,
music.
seriously.
Piles of gold in your teeny bedroom.
Yeah.
Say what now?
Shake said, "Hey, that looks like my teenage bedroom," and I said, "You had piles of gold in your teenage bedroom?"
Yeah, didn't you?
I own a lot of costume jewelry, so yes, technically.
Basically.
All right, so this is what you find. There is a room. Oh, actually, that should not be there. Boop, gone.
Seriously, some Anne Rice posters, and I'm right at home.
Right.
So this is what you find out. You are not in combat right now. I will leave it up to you guys to decide how you want to proceed. Everything that you see is stuff you can see. So if you want to move your characters from the stairwell, please do so. So what you see is a
Friendly.
What looks like some kind of a demonic ritual, perhaps gone wrong, perhaps gone right. You're not sure, but there is some sort of what looks like almost an explosion of blood happened in the center of it, and then something dragged its way to the coffin that is located further to the north. There are two emaciated and pale figures with sort of streaky black hair and bright red eyes that are standing sort of...
What is the sound? Oh. Ouch.
Yeah, I don't know what all that was. That are standing sort of guard in front of the coffin. And when you come up, you can see that they've actually got like a series of deep cuts and gashes, almost as if something glass exploded and caught them pretty badly. They would be bleeding if they bled. And one is holding a long sword and one is holding a staff. And the one with the long sword points it at you, but sort of weakly. His arm is kind of shaking. And you can see, is actually wobbling back and forth a little bit. But he says, "Halt! Who are you?"
Are you?
You are
No,
robots,
the Baron,
I see.
the Count?
Could you try saying that again, Bradley?
Okay. And what did I have? Oh, are you the what was he? The dipshit? No, the Baron, the Count. Is that you?
The Baron is not well.
Well, neither are you.
Good either.
So you didn't really answer my question.
I am not the Baron. The Baron is in repose.
Where's that?
That means he's sleeping. It means he's sleeping.
Who are you?
I'm friendly. And this is a weird little circle you got going on. And she is scuffing the edge of the circle with her foot.
As you do that, take I need you to make a Constitution
not
save.
a good idea. She melted,
Ouch.
but she still does not learn. That's an impressive kind of forbearance.
You take 3 necrotic damage. As you feel some of your blood removed from your body.
Hey guys, don't touch this.
Really? That never would have occurred to us. And that's my one for today.
We attempted to heal him, but he is not well. However, we
Looks
will
like
fight
our
for
job
him
is
with our
done.
lives. So state your purpose, and he's leveling a sword again. This is not a sword. Haha! My toilet paper roll. State your purpose, or be gone.
Why is the Baron not well? What is unwell about him?
He encountered something that has not taken to him.
Why is everyone here annoyingly vague?
Because if I were to tell you the exact nature of what is wrong with him, you might use it against him. Why are you so annoyingly thick-headed?
Don't talk to my
He
kitty
was
cat
born
friend
that
like
way.
I was born that way. That's not nice.
Did you just call me kitty cat, elf?
that. I nod. And I wink.
1 minute, blood guy.
I
Let's
think
not do that.
I think Brenly and I are
I'm
up on these people.
inching around.
Don't
I'm
insult
not-
my cat friend, you asshole.
That works better. I'll take it.
Weakened though I may be, I will still murder you and empty your veins of their blood if you step closer. Stay where you are and state your purpose, as I have asked several times.
I want to intimidate. I want to attempt to intimidate them.
Okay.
And tell them that they need to answer my friend's questions.
Okay. Wiley, can you move your popcorn bag, I assume it's microwave popcorn, further away from the microphone? Because it's catching it every time you grab some. Thank you.
That's what that is.
Yeah, it took me a minute, and then I figured out, so that's totally fine. No, you're cool. You're totally cool. Okay, so you're going to attempt to intimidate, right? So go ahead and roll your intimidate. Let's see how this goes. Okay. Let me see what they do. Woohoo! Even with their bonus. All right. You win the intimidate check. So what are you doing to be intimidated?
I'm just getting larger than I already am and yelling at them that they need to answer my friend's questions.
Okay. They sort of subconsciously take a step back and they say, "And what questions are those?"
What is wrong with the Baron? I try to look menacing.
Dipshit, etc.
He encountered... We don't know. We don't know what it is. It's an orb of some kind. The librarian was supposed to be researching it.
An orb, you say? Very well.
Is he melting?
How do you know that?
I did that.
How do you know
touched
that?
an orb and I melted.
We reformed most
But
of
I got
him.
better.
That is what the ritual was, but we've lost quite a lot in the process.
Oh. Oh my god.
I've been told you shouldn't touch shiny things like that.
Sure. Now, we've told you, what is your purpose here?
I want to kill a Baron.
Everyone roll initiative.
I feel like that could have
Really?
gone away. Even I didn't go for it.
Yeah, that really didn't have to go that way, but now it will.
I'm totally fine with it because I want to kill stuff today. I'm in a killing stuff mood. So.
Can we? Oh.
Oh, I did click my token. Okay.
Really?
This is, here. You can now see them.
Ah, look.
Oh, that's hot.
That is what they are.
Wow, that's cool. Big the red eyes.
Right? Okay. I saw... Vamp spawn 1. Vamp spawn 2. Add. Glory. Add. Leech. Add. I feel like I'm in charge of an awful lot of things right now.
You sound
Those
like you're
guns
from
love
Tennessee.
Absolutely
If
huge.
only you had someone to help you run the NPCs.
Shush, God, I roll to disbelieve you.
Blasphemy. Kill the heretic.
Does somebody? Oh, Glory has a roll. There we go. Never mind. Yes, dear.
You can't disbelieve me.
You're right. I can't. Go in. Love you.
He's
Bye.
so cute.
We're in the middle of combat. You're making my combat too cute.
So cute.
All right. Okay.
So cute.
That's awesome.
Okay, so... oh, combat music. Boop. And we'll go with... Boop. Nice. Alrighty, guys. So we've got your initiatives. Silent Fist, you go first.
Silent Fist is going to rage. Step 1.
Okay. Rage initiated.
And I'm just gonna run over to this one right here. I'll take out that great sword, and I am going to reckless attack.
Okay.
They haven't even done anything yet.
Oh
That's
well.
so terrible.
I have to kill things faster than Brenly because she started a fight. That's all that matters.
Oh.
That's a crit. Okay, so remember when clicking in the boxes, click the crit box once and then click the damage on the other one so that you don't give me 2 sets of crit damage.
Okay, that's one.
Yep.
That's the other.
Okay, so we're looking at 17, 18, 19, 21, 31 points of damage. Not bad. Okay, and that was your 2 attacks. Boop boop. Anything else?
And that would be my turn.
Okay, Vamp Spawn number 2, which is actually the one that is next to you, is going to attempt to attack you with its sword. And so it also gets 2 attacks. One of which will be sword, and the other one is going to go for a bite attack, actually. Okay, so... / roll
Please,
1d...
please don't get turned into a vampire. That would be so insufferable. Please.
Plus 8. Does a 25 hit you?
Yeah.
And does a 23 hit you?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so for the first one, it's going to do 12 damage, and that is slashing damage. I know that you take halvesies
6
from stuff.
Yep.
And then the other one is going to be... okay, so you're going to take 7 necrotic damage, and it heals 7.
Okay.
So as it bites you, it gets a little bit better. That is number 1's go. Number 2 is going to move closer to the casket. And then holds its staff in front of it and holds its other hand up and closes its eyes and starts chanting something in a language that none of you guys happen to speak. Glory does, but Glory isn't really thinking right now. So, actually, Glory will say, "That is infernal," and that's what we get from Glory.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then Metzi, it is your turn.
Oh. Why can we never just solve something without violence?
We tried, to be fair.
No, we didn't try at all.
Yeah, you guys made it all of, I don't
gave
know,
it my best effort.
5 or 6 lines of dialogue before. smashing
Yeah.
something.
That's really
That
good.
was really hard for
Makes
me.
me sad.
That's really good for us.
Oh.
I did not come in like swords blazing.
So, Metzi, what you doing?
It didn't work.
Well, apart from falling into a well of despair,
Yeah.
let me get my ruler out.
At least you're not out in the library this time for like the first half. of combat.
Sadly, I'm not. No.
Sadly.
Sadly, I'm stuck here watching this. I am going to fire Eldritch Blast at the guy who's currently in melee with Silent Fist, because he's the only one who I've seen do anything malicious. The other guy's just muttering to himself, as far as I'm concerned. What is that noise?
Actually, make an Arcana check.
Okay. Hey.
I think you're hearing the background music. I think that's all you're hearing.
Yeah.
That's all I hear.
I don't have the background music on,
Oh, then I don't know.
because I Zoom on my iPad and I have Roll20 on my laptop. Ah.
Are you hearing like?
20.
I don't know what you're hearing.
It's like
then.
white noise. It's like
Yeah,
white
I'm hearing
noise.
like crinkly white noise.
I'm not hearing anything.
It's gone now.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, so Brenly, or not Brenly, sorry, Metzi, did you make your Arcana? Yes, you did. No,
Yes,
that
I did.
that guy is casting a spell.
The guy at the coffin?
Yeah.
You sound so disappointed that you realize that.
Yeah. Well, now. Okay, now I'm going to fire an Eldritch Blast at each of them and just be like, can you just stop? I'd like to talk to someone before they kill them.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Okay, that's for the guy next to. Ow! Seriously, white noise. That's for the guy next to Silent Fist.
Okay, that hits.
Okay. So he takes 4 damage. Yay!
No, that can't be right.
And then 6.
Wow.
Yeah, I rolled a 1, that's why.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. Still, it should be doing more than. No, because E.
I
You're supposed to be
haven't
rolling a
touched-
2d10, I think.
I haven't touched anything since you last fixed it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna.
Is it because they're not using any of the like
No,
text or
yeah,
curse
that's
or anything?
part of it. Yeah, that's part of it. Okay. Okay, that's fine. So 4 to one and 6 to the other. -4. -6, and the other guy has to make a concentration check, which he makes because 6 or 4 damage or whatever is 6 damage is not enough to really do much. Okay, and then so that's Metzi's go. Brenly.
Mew. I'm gonna do some swingy swings. 14.
14 is not enough to hit.
25.
25 is. Oh, but you're rolling advantage. So this is.
Am I?
Yeah, because you're flanking him.
Oh,
So
I should be rolling
So
advantage.
the second roll is actually just the second roll of your first attack. So roll your damage.
I get it.
Okay.
15.
So yep, roll your damage. Nice. Okay, so a total of 22.
I get to swing 3 times.
Yes, you do. Yep, that hits. Go ahead. Okay, I do hear that noise.
Yeah.
Me too.
I don't know what it is. Okay, 22 damage. Or sorry, not 22 damage, but blah. It has a certain number of hit points left that may or may not be 22. Okay.
Good to know.
So that is Brenly's go. Finn.
What is the fellow at the coffin doing? Is anything happening up there?
Not yet. He's only taken one turn, and whatever he's casting seems to take longer than that.
Given what I've seen about fireballs, could I assume that a fireball strike might do some damage to the thing in the coffin?
Yeah, probably.
All right, it's time.
Okay.
I'm gonna bust out the level 5 fireball.
Yes!
Okay.
Oh.
Blow the crap off of this dude right here, and it's a 20-foot radius, and it's a
Yes.
150-foot range. So I'm gonna fire
Love it.
ball it.
Okay. So
Information.
it's gonna get an additional. I want to say yeah. So it's gonna
It's a
get.
10d6.
Yep, 10d6 fire.
Already melting. We know this.
Uh,
We could dog do it.
Okay. So, and you can aim that in such a way that it won't hit Brenly or Silent Fist. So go ahead and roll me 10d6 or d8.
D6.
D6, yes. I mean,
Kind of lame. But
so
it's still damage.
so here's the thing, though. It actually is going to do twice that to these guys.
Oh.
So the coffin bursts into flames.
Yes.
The lid of it flies open, bursts open. And as that happens, it looks like Finn, you just triggered the next phase of the fight. Hooray! So, as the coffin bursts open, a flash of bright white light that shimmers Brenly's shade of fuchsia and alters into a sort of a red and then a blue and then sort of a yellow and an orange finally, as you all then find yourselves transported somewhere else.
Just in Elvish. Common sense. Did it just leave everyone today?
For a brief moment, you all get the sensation that you are, that you are weightless. Largely because, effectively, you are. You find yourselves floating in nothingness. You are suspended in seeming mid-air. In sort of a cloudy, almost smoldering looking plane that is full of colors. It's like colored smoke is constantly shifting and whirling around you. And at the center of a corona of what looks like it's like sort of solid smoke that has taken on an almost rock-like hue with sort of magma streaks inside of it, but it still is billowing like smoke or suspended ash as what you can presume is the Baron. He wears a long black greatcoat with silver latches and all down the center of it. It cuts off just below his jawline, and he has long hair with a pronounced widow's peak. He's terrifically pale. His eyes are deep black with hints of red around the irises. He's clearly got fangs and a trickle of blood around his lips and jaw, or chin rather. He wears knee-high leather boots and
I want them.
Hey, it's the Party City Vampire.
yes, and sort of black like riding pants.
Jodhpurs, darling, Jodhpurs.
Thanks. And yeah, because that's a
They're
term
very
I'd know.
tight.
Yes, they
Very
are.
tight.
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
Um,
Uncomfortably tight for everyone looking at them.
so, and he is
I
hovering
own a
there.
couple of pairs. Trust me, they're not fun.
He is hovering there. His arms are slightly are like akimbo, but they're not. He's not like holding them at his sides, like they're just sort of floating there. He's clearly just. It looks like he's suspended in water almost. His head is sort of limply hanging, and he finally picks up and he looks at you and he says, "Oh, are you how I'm getting out of here?"
Elf, if we wind up further in the past, I'm not going to be happy.
You're so happy now.
I am getting very tired of all this extra
We
plain
came here to rid this castle of this demon spawn.
And you didn't think that getting a little more information after learning that he was melting
I'm
might have
sure
been a
he would
good
be
idea?
forthcoming with answers to all of our questions. By all means, ask your questions.
As the two of you
Oh,
are
look,
shouting
he
at
seems
each
as
other,
stuck as us.
Creatures that look like sort of a cross between a harpy and a gargoyle are flying towards you. They're sort of hovering just behind him at either side. And they're staring at him and then staring at you and then staring at him. And then they both let out a horrifying shriek. And I actually need all of you guys to make a willpower save.
Would that be wisdom?
Does this place feel familiar?
Yes.
Like, is it the same kind of
Yes, it is.
weightless and everything? Ah.
Yes, you have been here. In fact, all of you have been in a place very similar to this before. But Brenly has definitely spent way more time here.
I'm a 3, definitely.
I'm so
15.
wise. I'm pissed off.
15. Okay.
I think this is the sheer power of irritants.
I just want to point out that this map looks very much like a demented clown.
Oh, I can't unsee that.
Well, here.
Totally seeing that.
If I move the bad guys, does it? Oh no, it does still because of the little.
It still does.
Because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks. Oh man, it looks like.
It looks worse with the small eyes.
It looks like a psycho painted a version of the bad guy from Sonic.
Dr. Robotnik. Yes.
Yeah.
It's
No, Egg.
Oh,
What's his name? Egghead? No.
Eggman.
It's like,
Yeah.
Eggman.
So the battle map is smiling at you, but unfortunately the gods of wisdom are not. Metzi, you're all right. Wiley, you're all right. Okay, Silent Fist, Brenly. We're gonna go ahead and say Glory and Leech as well. Oh, I forgot to put Leech on here. Hang on, let me put Leech on here.
Glory.
Boop, 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 boop. There's Leech. So Glory and Leech also fail. So as it stands right now, the two people who are capable of doing anything, until I say otherwise, are Metzi and Fit.
who are currently having a parental spat.
Is
Yeah.
that a specific effect, or is that just...
That is an effect of the shriek. You guys are paralyzed at the moment. So, I mean, there's a time limit on it, and I'm sort of counting down, but I'm giving them an opportunity to roleplay.
Okay. So I'll ask the vampire, so where is it you wish to go?
Anywhere but here.
So you wish to leave the castle, is that it?
We are not in the castle, elf.
Well, I can see that, vampire.
Then why would
God.
you... I presume that my acolytes have sent you here for me to consume your essence to gain the strength to find my way back.
I see.
Not
Okay.
quite what happened.
Yes. Not exactly what I had in mind, though.
Then why are you
Something
here?
wrong?
Well, we thought we might help you leave the castle with some means.
I don't need help leaving it. I need help returning to it. These creatures you see behind me, they devour me every day. I reform, and there they are, devouring me again.
It seems unfortunate.
Well, I know my way out. Through you.
Well, see, therein lies the challenge, because I do not wish to be consumed by you.
And how do you presume to stop me?
Well, there's the
count?
question. How did this happen to you?
Now he asks.
I found an orb. I mistook it for an item of power, and while it certainly is, it is more than I can handle.
Yes, indeed. And that is what has done this to you.
I'm sorry, say that again?
And that is what has done this to you, then.
I believe
The
so.
orb. Do you have need of this orb?
I would do anything to be rid of it.
You see. Perhaps then we can help you with that.
It is joined to me, and I don't seem to have the same kind of physicality here. I cannot remove it. I have tried.
I'm looking at Metzi. I'm trying to remember how the hell we got the Brenly for you this night.
Brenly just kind of appeared again.
Brenly got herself through it.
Brenly and
Yeah,
Silent
alright.
Fist can move again.
Yeah, as far as we know, she was dead and then she was back. She hasn't exactly told us much about what actually happened beyond her meeting a guy she didn't like, having conversations that I'm presuming weren't relayed particularly in detail, and then having a cool ass sword and being purple.
And taller.
I'm standing next to
And
Finn,
taller.
right? I can't see. Yeah, I'm standing
She
next to Finn.
didn't really relate, but we do know that
Silent
the
Fist.
orbs have bits of Zelen Balin.
Silent Fist.
I'm here again.
In order to move, you actually need to make a willpower check.
Oh, okay.
Brenly,
Yeah.
do you recall how you freed yourself from this orb?
Or sorry, a wisdom check. I apologize. Not a
A
willpower.
save,
Yeah.
not a save, just a regular
wisdom roll. Yes.
roll. Okay.
Perhaps then we might strike a deal with our
You are-
friend the Baron.
Able to figure out how to move. It's based on
What
just
exactly does
choosing
he
to
have
move.
that we want?
The orb.
Oh, right now us.
We already have.
Right now he has us. If you look around,
He doesn't have
And
us.
he-
He's stuck here.
he means to
So-
consume us.
So, Baron, count,
Awesome, wonderful.
guys.
The creatures move closer to him.
They
I also
seem
had
into
an orb.
introducing him.
And I touched it, and I melted, and then I was here, basically, and then I got better.
Yeah.
And
we
I didn't
know.
eat anybody.
She brushed
You're
her
not a
teeth.
vampire.
She brushed her teeth and got better.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true, actually. Kind of, in a weird way.
Okay, so
So where... You said the orb is joined to you.
Yes.
Where?
Here.
so
I
what
like
the
to look at my
fuck was
party
the thing?
members because I want to go try to get it out.
So what the fuck was the thing we found in the library then? Sotto voce.
A different one?
Is it with you now? Is it on your person?
Yes. Well, in me.
In you?
It-
Remember that
If
the thing
we
you
got
found
it-
in the library was a mock-up,
Was
guys.
yeah,
Thank
like
you,
a
thank
prototype.
you.
Yeah,
With you now. Thank you.
It
like
was,
a fake one.
it was labeled.
Yeah.
I was
You know,
reading.
with signage.
I was reading. I wasn't looking at the orb. I was mainly stopping other people from holding it. Okay.
That was simply a fire drill for what to do if we find an actual one next time. That's what
Yeah,
that was.
what we do apparently is shake Brenly like a kitten. No. Okay. Thank you for that reminder. I was distracted by book titles.
So, Count. Can I call you Count? I'm going to call you Count. If
Baron.
we get this out of you, this could be mutually beneficial, right? Like, you don't have to consume us.
Have you tried eating more fiber?
To poop it out?
He like
That didn't
looks
work.
at you, Metzi, and then immediately goes back to not looking at you. Like pointedly like
Just saying.
the creatures move closer.
Roughage.
One of them bites at his sleeve.
I mean,
I'm not
he'll
entirely,
reform.
not entirely comfortable watching someone get eaten. Really.
I don't know how long it is that it takes for my body to come back. You may be
bad one.
here a while waiting
I
for
really-
me.
I don't want to find out what happens if I throw up in an extra planar space. Really?
So, okay. So the vote is, we don't let him get eaten.
So why don't you fight these creatures off?
I have tried. It is pointless.
Does that mean you don't want us to have a go?
I don't care. Do what you like.
Ugh.
Cool. I'm gonna go towards him then.
Make a wisdom check. Everyone on their first
Do I have
attempt
any
to
kind
move.
of advantage because I have
wait.
a lot of practice with this?
Yes, I forgot. You actually don't have to. You're the only one who doesn't need to. Everyone else, for the first time you try to move, you have to make a wisdom check. Silent Fist, you already made yours.
Do you want us to move like the like 2 squares that we do when we're not like in combat?
You can move at half movement. Everything is considered difficult terrain.
Ooh.
And I'm
Cool.
just
I moved.
maintaining the initiatives from last time. The 2 creatures will take over instead of vamp spawns. So what I'll do actually is I will restart it in descending order. But Brenley, I'm going to give you a 2-point bump on initiative for your previous experiences. That will not happen every time. And Silent Fist still gets to go first if he wants to.
Okay.
So, Silent Fist actually will start with you. What do you want to do? You can see that Brenley's intention is to start moving.
Yeah. No, totally. Like, he needs to, like, beat Brenly to it. If I move to this square, is that... Why won't it let me pick it? Is this square still, like, close enough to these things to hit them?
You can hit one of them, yeah.
Okay. I move to that one. I don't know if I'm behind it or next to it or what direction I am to it, if it even matters. But I'm going to move to that one.
It doesn't really matter. You're, like, slightly above it and, like, off to the side a little.
Okay, so I'm close enough to be hitting it.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to be raged and just reckless attack it
Okay.
with my greatsword. Return.
Are we supposed to be on the turn order? Because I'm not seeing any of us.
Oh yeah, I don't see us on it.
Really? I still have all of you on it.
I just see vamp spawns
It
and
just
glory.
says, yeah, vamp.
No, bummer. Okay, I'll clear it then. I know why. It's because you guys are technically different tokens than you were before.
Oh.
Okay, so everyone roll initiative. And I'll fix it up a little bit. Okay. He does get one. I get one. Okay. And then I will add 2 to Brenly. Boop. Okay. So, actually, okay, well, now it's a little bit different. We're going to just, here's what we'll do. Okay, we'll start with Silent Fist.
Okay.
And then we'll go back around to the top of the order. So, Silent Fist, what are you doing? So you're attacking, right. Yep. Okay, so roll your attack. And I need to...
Guessing 1 hits.
Yeah, the 24 is definitely going to hit. Okay. Wow. All right. So yeah, you do... Oh, and that should not actually be that high. Because these things are not at full strength.
That's the best news I've heard so far since getting to this plane.
Yeah, they nothing here was at full strength when you guys got here. They should have like 100 and some odd hit points. They do not. You're also getting less XP, but that I'm sure you're all okay with. Okay, so you do 8 damage, and it takes 8 damage, and it is not happy about the 8 damage. And so
And
now,
then before my actual turn's over, I'm just gonna yell over to Metzi. I got there first, and I'm done.
I don't care.
'Cause I like to make you angry. Remember, you stole my kill.
I really wasn't paying attention.
Brenly.
Okay. So go to that guy. I am just gonna like swing my sword or whatever, but like she definitely has some practice with like the whole what you intend to happen will happen.
Yep.
And she's straining her brain muscle. And she's like, I'm just going to chop its head off. That's what's going to happen. Its head will fall off.
Okay. Give me a wisdom. Wisdom? No. Give me the higher of either wisdom or charisma as a roll. Okay. Not a natural 20. So it does not automatically die. So you'll have to attack it the normal way. So your first one hits.
Okay.
Second,
19.
that hits. Okay. Any others?
25.
That hits. Okay. So looking at 25, right?
Mm.
Okay. You cut off like one of its little spindly arm things, and it's definitely not happy about it. Metzi, it is your turn. Metzi looking cozy.
I'm cold. The heating went off at midnight. Let me think.
Why does the heat go off when it's coldest?
Because it's expensive. And we're all generally asleep at midnight. So there's no point in heating everything when everyone's in bed under duvets.
Okay.
Except for me. Feel privileged, people.
We do.
It's cold.
It's only 7 p.m. here.
Continue.
Yes. I am going to sigh heavily and fire an eldritch blast, one at each of the big fuckers.
Okay.
You can let me? It's click you. There we go. Okay, well, yeah. Why do you keep doing this? It clicked it 3 times, so just ignore the last one.
Okay, so the second one hits.
Okay. Why? I have clicked you. Why are you not showing up?
There, I clicked it. You do 7 damage.
Thank you.
Yep.
Sorry. For
Nope.
some reason, I'm clicking things and they're just not happening.
You are fine. The Baron gets to go, and I need Brenly to come back.
Oh.
Hey, Brenly.
Yeah.
The Baron hugs you and attempts to bite you.
Rude.
As you are close and the Baron gets an opportunity, he sort of turns and attempts to grapple you. So he's going to make a strength check. I need you to make an opposed strength roll.
So rude.
Ooh,
This would never happen if he was actually.
he does not grapple you, so he cannot hold you, but he can still attempt to bite you. Does a 22 hit you?
Yes.
You look so unhappy. Okay, he bites you.
Oh, we came to an agreement.
You did, sort of.
Aristocracy, darling.
So
It's a
he.
bit.
Oh shit. Okay, so it's 6+. So he bites you for 10 necrotic damage, and he heals 10.
Fun fact: Baron is one of the lowest ranks you can have and be a peer.
bad touch Baron.
Thanks.
It's not great. If he was a count, he'd be actually a lot more powerful. Because count is the European equivalent of an earl, which is several ranks above a baron.
Well, so the next time I need to
That count as
talk
a
to someone
melee
about the
attack?
order of precedence, I will find you.
Oh, yeah. Peerage! We all learn it at birth in this country.
I learned it in the
Does that count
FCA.
as a melee attack?
It does count as a melee attack.
Can I use my reaction?
Yeah. Okay, roll your die.
Oh no, it's been so long. What is my screen? Yeah, okay. Plus my dex, okay. Ouch!
Jeez.
Well, then.
Okay,
Ooh.
you take 2 less damage. Happy now?
Oh. Does he heal too less?
No.
Dang it! No, I'm not very happy.
Okay, Finn, it is your turn.
Upon seeing the vampire turn on my friend Brenly, I'm gonna knock an arrow and fire it, and knock another arrow and fire it
Okay,
into the Baron.
okay.
Good.
Come on, cursor.
Didn't have my
Hit,
Ooh.
hit.
Ooh,
Give me damage on both. Yup. Yup.
fancy.
nice.
6, baby.
Interesting fact, though. Oh no, that's a magical item. Yay!
Those are wooden garlic magical arrows.
Yes, good. Because otherwise he
With
was not
silver tips.
going to take very much of that damage. But yeah, you hurt him a good one. He is hurted. Or do you attempt to move at all, or are you good where you are?
I like where I'm at.
Yeah, strangely, the ranged guy isn't really all that bothered by
Yeah.
awkward movement. Okay, so the Vrox will go, and
Not to be confused with Throx.
I was just thinking that. Yeah.
correct.
Me too.
And so the first one is going to attack Silent Fist, and it's going to attempt to hit him with its beak. Ah!
Sounds like leech.
Boop, 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 boop. No, Jesus, nope. It gets one more attempt, and does a 19 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. So it hits you for 10 piercing damage with its beak.
So
Ooh.
5.
That actually hurt my neck to do, so I'm not going to do that again.
How's that go, Zed?
Ow. Nope, I got to stop doing that.
Don't hurt
Should
your
get that
neck.
looked at.
Okay, so that is the first one's go, and the second one is mad at Brenly for some strange damn reason, and will attempt to beak Brenly. Does a 21 hit you?
Yes.
And does a 14? No.
No.
Okay, so you are also going to take 10 piercing damage.
Okay. And I want to repost the second one.
Okay. And you can do that a number of times equal to your superiority die, correct?
Correct.
Yep. All
I'll
right.
use one of my superiority die. I'm
Rain, a neck brace is a maybe. I actually have like a herniated disc like right here. But sometimes when I get some decent rest, I forget about it until I do something like that. And then, oh my God, I remember. Okay, well, that's a crit.
Don't do
Does
that.
a 28 hit?
Yeah, 28 hits. And it's a
Barely.
crit, so roll your critty damage.
Ooh.
And then
Cool. You cut its head off. You willed it, and it occurred. It is now
Does that
dead.
include the superiority dice's amount too? Doesn't it add that to that number?
it didn't include that, but if it's dead already, I don't need to.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
And it starts to sort of float away.
Space garbage.
Yep. Hello, Ag Draco 2. Okay, so moving right along, it is now Glory's turn, and Glory will go 1, 2, 3.
I'm gonna answer another call on nature real quick. 1 sec.
Okay. Apparently, okay, so Glory can
Nature
only
calls them a lot.
get to there.
They're very close.
But can't smite. Let me see real quick if
Yeah, the aura would affect us, right?
yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that it gets she gets there and then is defensive, because Glory's not here, and I'm not gonna do all of Glory's stuff. Leech. Leech is not going to go anywhere. Leech blesses everybody. Everyone's blessed.
Yay!
That is Leech's entire turn and takes up several of his spell slots. Silent Fist.
Yeah, time to attack the burb again.
Okay, do it up. That hits.
Am I close enough that I should just roll 1 damage before I attack again?
No, you were not.
Okay. Roll again.
Yep. Okay, so 10, 24, 26. It is very badly damaged, but it is still up.
Okay.
And
Get on my level, bro.
I'm just gonna my last thing I'm gonna do before I end my turn is just mock it.
you got Nice. Brenly, it is your turn.
Okay, well now I'm mad. I'm gonna fight the vampire.
Okay, do it up.
Oh gosh.
Jesus, what is happening? All right.
A little bit of that Silent Fist inspiration you
Hacks.
got every roll.
Hacks. Okay. That's 2 of your 3.
Yep.
Do the 3rd. Yep. My God.
I have blessed my players.
Yes. So
Thank
22.
you, God. I am a loyal follower, and I have been blessed.
So that is 30 points of damage. And it is he is
Plus blessing.
looking real bad. Well, blessing doesn't do anything to
Oh, it's for the
damage,
hit.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which clearly Brenly did not need. So you're hacking him up, and as you're slashing into him, what you actually see is sort of beams of light slipping out through cracks in his skin. Every time you slash him, you open up a new sort of like river of light pouring out of his body.
Pretty.
Um,
Like a Beauty and the Beast kind of thing, where all the pew, pew,
I was
pew.
a
just
little bit,
thinking
yeah.
that.
It's like that, or like a disco ball maybe opening up from inside of him.
Cool.
Like when we were moving the levers back and forth back at the castle.
Yes.
Oh God, not with the light switch disco again.
And so Metzi, it is your turn.
Okay.
Toasty.
Can we guess what I'm aiming at the big sucker? Can we guess? Can we guess what it is? Come on, everyone.
Is it-
Eldritch Blast!
Yay!
I am a one-trick pony. Is it gonna let me sod it? Thank you.
It's a great trick though.
I'm firing both of them at him.
Pony.
The first one hits, and remember, if you're
Next
firing
is blessed, right?
if you're firing both at him, you don't need to roll
Oh,
to hit
yeah.
again, which is actually good because
Sorry.
the second one would have missed. So,
For less.
so hit the damage
Bless.
twice. Oh, except for bless. So you would have been fine regardless. So hit damage twice. Thank you and
There we
thank
go.
you. And so actually, that's what we call exactsies. Now, normally I would ask you how you want this to go. However, because you're the one who got it, or no, it wouldn't go to you. You're marked as already being inhabited. Yeah, it's going to be Silent Fist. So here's what happens.
Oh no!
As he explodes in just shards of vampire barrenness exploding all over the fucking place, sort of like Agent Smith at the end of the first Matrix movie, just bits of him all over the place. There is a perfect white orb that flashes initially Brenly colored fuchsia, womp, and then it sort of hovers near to Brenly, and then it turns green and almost like forms a bolt or a ray and enters into Silent Fist, whose
Oh God!
entire body is.
I try to shoot it.
Luckily, it doesn't work. Like that's fine. You hit it, the arrow goes through it and kills the Vrock behind it. Are you okay with that?
Sure. Jade, you're getting an orb, buddy. Sorry, I tried.
I'm more upset about getting my kill stealed. I don't care about the damn orb. Hopefully, wherever this takes me, nobody could steal my kills.
Metzi isn't even trying as well. It's not even a competition.
Okay, continue.
As it hits you, you feel suddenly quite a lot stronger than you normally do. You feel as if you understand things you don't normally understand. You feel for a moment
Isn't
as
that
if
everything?
A lot of things.
Well, you feel for a moment as if you know everything in the world and can see everything happening all simultaneously. Every living being's thoughts in the entirety of the multiverse for one brief portion of a second is all contained within your consciousness, and then thankfully, gloriously, blessedly, the cacophony dies down, and once again you are left solely with your own thought. And you hear...
Just the one!
You hear what sounds like the dripping of water on stone. Drip, drip, drip.
Suddenly,
And you realize that the world is no more complicated than this. It is all time and erosion. Change is natural and normal, and you are an agent of that change. And we will discuss what all exactly happens to you later, but you, sir, now glow just slightly at most times with a slight green hue.
Yes,
Oh
We
my god.
crash!
We are turning into fucking Power
we're turning
Rangers.
into Power Rangers. Yes.
But
I'm the
apparently
future
already
ranger.
inhabited, and that's
Or Planeswalker.
So a quick thank you, Wiley. So a quick question for all of you, as you may or may not recall from before. There are how many players in this game?
5.
And there are how many castles you're supposed to go check out?
5.
Uh-huh.
We're fucking Power Rangers.
Wow.
What? Okay, I'm already inhabited. Do I want to know what that means? That sounds alarming.
You know
I thought it
exactly
was
what that
George.
means. Yeah.
Oh. Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
You're not
Oh, yeah.
inhabited.
You have never been so happy to be inhabited by something.
Can we not say that George inhabits me? That's just uncomfortable.
You're a
He
home
inhabits
for an
you
extra planar
inside
entity.
the ball in your palm.
I
He
mean,
inhabits your ball.
we are habitats for literally billions of living creatures all the time, right now.
More creatures
Metz
More of
doesn't
me
know
and
that.
own
bacteria
I'm pretty
than
sure
is me.
I'm pretty sure microbiology hasn't found its way into D&D yet.
Especially if you eat a lot of hot dogs.
Is now a good time to ask about the weight and the shadow? Because I'm really fucking curious about these books.
Soon will be a good time. However, right now, here is what happens.
There's loot. Can we go back to the loot?
No, you guys decided to blow up the thing that would take you away from the
Whoa.
No, not you.
I decided to blow up.
The elf had a small lapse in thought for one moment, and it really mattered.
I think it worked out all right.
That's
I
okay,
got-
Wiley. That's exactly what I would have done.
That's all I'm saying.
I really need a clip of my face when that happens.
I think it worked out well.
I think it did too.
Here we all are.
You're supposed to be the same.
Wow,
with
thank
me.
you, Straticus. We're winding down, but oh my god, woo!
We'll pass it on to someone else when we're done.
We will pass it on.
We love Straticus.
And actually, I would love to start hearing some suggestions for that. So, yeah, we just had a whole bunch go on down over here.
Yeah, so much. It's been a day.
It has been a day. That actually almost works out perfect. So here's what's gonna happen. Rather than talking about who gets what loot, no, actually no. We are gonna talk about who gets what loot. None of you get any loot. But what you what you do get.
Metzi has a stress migraine. Just so everyone's aware.
What you do get, and I don't have it up yet. You all feel suddenly very unstable. Your vision goes entirely white. Everyone in the group can see that there is a sort of a fuchsia-colored thing near them and a bright, like, lime green thing near them. But otherwise, you are all just sort of dissipated, and your vision goes white, and that is where we will cut it. And next week, you will come out of the extraplanar travel that you are currently stuck in.
And we'll find out where we land, guys.
Yes, exactly.
And I will throw something at someone.
Hoping that this jump is the jump that takes you home.
Question, was that enough for us to level?
Say again? Oh, yeah.
Was that enough for us to level?
Oh, I was getting there. Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are all now level 7. Woo!
Yeah.
Yay.
Rock, we got to get them updated commands.
But yeah, so otherwise, awesome. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do our usual like upsies, downsies, and while that is happening, Throck, hopefully you've got a suggestion already for who we can go invade. But if we can try to get this done fast-ish, we can go attack someone by around 9ish. So let's go ahead and start with Brenly, Qubit. How you feeling? How'd this week go?
Good. Okay, so that was really fun. Ups. So much. I'm so excited that Tempest and Brenly are both glowing, both have orbs. Like, everything is awesome. I hope
Everything is awesome.
for whatever.
Everything is awesome.
Wait, I
Down,
can't hear
I
Brendan.
miss and Glory. Downs, I miss Moogs. I miss Glory. That's sad. Also, I definitely did in the moment feel like we had tried talking and it wasn't working. And then afterwards being told it was like 5 lines of dialogue, I was like, oh, maybe I could have waited a little bit longer and we wouldn't have fought them. But also I wanted to fight them. So it's like a half down.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, you guys did a lot of talking to each other. You did not do a whole lot of talking with them. And so there was definitely there were certainly unexplored routes there.
Oh man.
Because that
Just, what are you here to do? Oh, we were gonna kill your boss.
to
Okay.
give you an idea, there was an option there where you would have looted whatever you wanted and then been invited to assist their boss without a fight. That was one of the potential outcomes based on
And
conversation.
so I definitely wanted to loot.
The vampires
About
a good
that.
idea.
But I wanted to fight them.
But I want to
So-
point out, the option that you guys chose is the one that I expected. And don't worry, you will still find plenty of rewards loot-wise soon enough.
We
Oh, man.
might remind you we did go up there to kill the vampire.
You
That was kind of the
You
point.
super did, and you super killed him.
That
Yeah.
was before we knew he was melting. It's like,
Well,
These are the choices, guys. These are the choices that get made. Choices have consequences. I always think about what will happen if you make one choice and what will happen if you make another choice, and I always try to balance them out roughly evenly, so that regardless of how you go, you're still like you're not going to miss out on major rewards. You don't need to worry that you like left a bunch of sweet shit on the table, but at the same time, like things will happen differently based on what you do, and you know I can't just let you guys win all the time. Metzi, Shakespeare,
yes.
how you feeling?
Apart from tired and cold, I'm so excited. I have 5 new books to read. It's gonna be
Yeah, you
so
do.
much fun. I've got them all written down. I'd say my highlight, possibly starting a battle in a different room. That was amazing. Sorry, I know it's not the most optimal choice, but it's just it's wonderful to just imagine him just being like, just give me a second, please. I really like that we're just jumping through planes. That's really, really funny.
Real fast, I'm sorry, Ryconnell. Yeah, we are winding down. We're gonna kick the love on over to someone else here in just a moment. So we our players spent an awful lot of time doing an awful lot of pretty cool stuff. They have gone into the ethereal realm now for like a 3rd time, and they're starting to get okay at planar travel, and their bodies are beginning to adapt to handle it. So I apologize. Continue, Shakes.
I'd say my downs are I miss Moogs.
Yeah.
I miss Glory, and I cannot imagine how this would have gone with Glory around, but it would have Kitty. I'd say I'm still navigating playing quite a high charisma character who really doesn't actually want to use it. So there are times when I'm like, I really want to just do some negotiating, get some information, but Metzi wouldn't. He just doesn't care. He doesn't really want to.
Well, that's what character growth is for.
Yes, and he's had a lot of character growth. It's just not in that direction.
Fair.
Which is great, but
He's learned about the magic of friendship.
yes, sort of, I guess.
He
The
has.
magic of cooperation.
And kisses.
No. Stop touching the cat. He cares a lot more now. That's something.
That is something.
He's still in utter despair at the lack of common sense that all of us seem to possess. But it's all good. No, I'm very, very happy. I have books, and he got to have books. He's very happy.
Yay! Wiley.
Oh, hold on.
What's up, yo?
Hi,
Hey, this
Rita.
was fun. Hi, God.
Say hi to me.
This was fun. High point was I got to unleash a 5th level fireball. That was cool. I have a charisma of 9, so I'm not a big negotiator, and I'm kind of a mono thought mission. You know, I'm an outlander. I'm hired hand mercenary kind of guy, and we decided to go kill vampires, and so I tried to kill a vampire.
And you absolutely wrecked shit today, by the way. Like
That was kind of cool. Yeah.
I think you actually may have been the highest damage dealing guy out there today with the
Go with a 66 damage fireball.
well, even like I don't think you missed a single arrow.
I didn't today. I was rolling off the top. I rolled 2 crits today, so that was really sweet.
Yeah.
Oh! How many kills did I steal from Silent Fist?
I think you got 2.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity.
I think you did.
It was one.
Yeah.
It was one.
Was one?
I
'Cause
keep
there was-
score. The Goliath keeps score. Don't worry.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
Goliath, just Goliath things.
There was the acolyte. and there was the Baron.
No, I didn't hit Baron. Don't worry.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So
Baron was with
Wiley,
Baron and me.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't have it down necessarily, other than not being too sure what's going on. You know, Finn likes the predictable. He likes to be in control of his environment. He likes things to go kind of uneventfully, and so far, no, doesn't happen and never happens. So, but I did get outside my 9 charisma and kiss Metzi on the cheek. I don't know if you've been able to tell, but Finn has become rather fond of Metzi. I don't know why, but he has.
I think
So it was fun today. It was some fun RP, and I got to shoot a couple things, and I rolled 2 crits, so it was cool.
I think that curmudgeons find curmudgeons and try to be curmudgeonly together.
Maybe that's it. Yeah, we were both kind of sour, sallow people.
Yeah.
And we get that about each other. Yeah, good sesh.
Cool. I think, by the way, that you may find what's coming to be a little bit more up Finn's alley. So, Jage?
My positive is actually, like, I find it totally hilarious the more and more we play that I have this Goliath that's so about, like, being prideful in getting kills, and it's almost like a trope of this now that he doesn't ever beat anybody. Like, I just think about the first day that I started and I totally like kicked the ass of the kobolds and it was like, oh, and then it's like now it's like a joke that everything. I find that hilarious as a player, and I know that internally Silent Fist hates it, but like he can't outwardly say it because it's disgraceful.
Yeah.
So it's just,
yeah, you're not allowed to talk about it, but you definitely are. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's bad to be a sour Goliath when you just like gotta let the people who are doing better be better. So that I like that. The down, like, I hated that we had such a like gap between our plays. I understand why, but like it kind of sucked missing so many weeks.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good. And I miss Moogs. Did I mention that?
I miss Moogs.
And I will say, so coming into the holidays, I mean, I fully expect there to be a certain amount of scheduling issue. So, you know, as we start heading into like, so Shakes, we're going to have Thanksgiving here in a couple of weeks, and then shortly after that.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Next week on Thursday.
Turkey
Oh, yeah,
Day.
next week on Thursday. Jesus, it's that fast.
Yes.
Yeah,
so,
week
yeah.
Thursday.
So that shouldn't mess with us, I don't think.
No, not yet.
Because it's
No.
going to be
Celebrating turkeys and
celebrating.
Parades.
It's our American Gluttony Fest. It's fantastic.
Yeah, Gluttony Fest and what, a fair amount of racism against
I
Native
mean,
Americans?
a little bit.
Isn't that
A
every
little
holiday though? Really?
Well, I mean, it's the whole colonizer thing, but it's still a good time. Any hoozle. So and then heading in towards like, you know, Hanukkah and Christmas and New Year's and stuff. So if things end up getting all weirded out, that's not the worst thing ever.
I think Christmas is
Rain
the one
wants
for
to
sure.
guest. That might be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You won't give me a box?
So
Bucks for God.
anywho, so thank you guys
I also want
very much.
yeah.
I don't really have like pluses and minuses this. Well, actually I do. My plus is that we finally got to use this map that I've been working on for like a month. And
He
so,
legit has.
yeah, so we got to see all the little bits on it, and that was cool. But now I got to make a whole other one. So I don't know, whatever. I guess that's my up and my down. Yay, work! Arr.
It looks like a Journey album cover.
Well, this I did not make the art for this. This part was not me. This was purchased, but the entire castle, that was me putting it together from different resources. Yeah,
Very cool.
yeah, the evil clown map I did not make, but I still like it and I did pick it, so that part is on me. Although
We love our DM.
that's right,
We
you
love
do.
our DM.
Anywho, so now that we've cleared out, oh golly, most of the wonderful Straticus's additional people, she forgets
We
where the
love
back of the
Straticus too.
I do not
Chair is.
forget. You forget I'm here.
So we're going to raid somebody, and do we have a suggestion for who to go after
I didn't see anything from Throck.
because Throck did not say anything, and none of the people who I have on here.
Mini Terrain Domain is running. He's got one viewer right now.
And that's who?
Mini Terrain Domain.
Mini
That's-
Terrain
Yes.
Domain, and is that D&D?
It is. They're doing a Waterdeep Dragon Heist right now. It's Jake in Michigan, not from State Farm.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, he's a friend of ours over on Castle Neck.
All right. Well, we're going to give that a go. So thank you very much, everybody, for staying with us. And thank you guys
Thank you.
for being here and having some sweet D's and D's time. And,
See you next Monday.
Yeah, we will see you guys next Monday, 6 to 9 p.m. Same D&D time, same D&D channel. And we're going to go and boop, hit the raid. Bye.
See you. See you later.
And hang on, let me go to OBS.
Kenneth.